Huh.
Perfect.
Woosa.
Oos.
I clicked the wrong shortcut for stream.
Uh-oh. What did you click?
Whoa.
For a split second, it said no device connected, and it had a Mega Man on it.
Oh.
I don't have a joke. How do you start a podcast? Hey, you get go and like, subscribe. What's going on, folks? Episode 86
Whoa.
of the Good Trades Podcast, featuring me, the Migoy man, king of Migoys, though there should only be the one I have inside me, Blood of Kings. Yeah. Joining me for this episode is the illustrious man who swims, drinks, seeps, and urinates coffee. It's Emile.
I'm made of the coffee, and I can attest that I've only ever met one Migoy.
Oh.
Very good, sir. Because if you've met another, that means the clones have escaped once again.
Yes, I would need to kill them to restore the power to the king.
Yeah. The bad
This will be
batch.
remembered.
Kill the bad batch. That's what.
That's not what the show
Just
does.
kill the bad batch. Okay.
And
That's
as
the
I
plan.
remember to change the text number on stream, joining us also is the man who has self-declared his sponsorship with no brand.
Oh,
That's right.
well,
No brand can own this man. Is Migs, the cheesy chimps, Samson.
Love you, no brand. I got your back. Call me.
Hey, why pay more?
No brand is a brand. What the?
Oh,
It's
no,
good
silly
enough.
man.
Is
silly
it?
man. It's not.
Is it?
Silly man.
Silly man. No brand is
I
not
want
a
that
brand.
to be part of the PR messages they send out.
Yeah.
Silly,
Silly
man.
Silly man. Why are you not drinking
Silly
no
boy.
brand right now?
Like, I want to be that angry old man that emails them every day saying no brand is a brand.
Yeah.
Till the day you die, you email them.
Yeah. Stop spreading misinformation.
Emile
It's
Jr.
that scene from Lord of the Rings when that lady kills a ring wraith. I am no
No
brand.
brand.
Stabs him in
On
the
your-
face.
On your deathbed, you go, Emile Jr., let no brand know every day. They are not a brand.
Don't tell Harry.
Oh, God.
And the man who does a spear while getting his drink on
Whoa!
is Graphic Graffiti.
Thank you, Your Majesty!
I didn't know you speared. Holy shit.
Thank you, Your Excellency!
How
I mean,
difficult
he can-
is that? Spearing
up?
while drinking.
He can turn spear
good.
into any action because he only speaks in wrestling terms.
That's
So
true.
the act of walking outside could be a spear.
Yeah.
You know, him running towards the elevator could be a sweet knee. It's
you
happened.
can you can interpret anything as a wrestling move, really.
Can you
I-
imagine
I call
Raffy going
years-
to work?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Imagine Raffy going to work and he has to make it on the elevator. So he runs like he's about to spear someone. And all of the
goes in.
people inside the elevator is just, oh my God.
Panicking.
Please close the button
Yeah,
right now.
I've done this, and then when I click on the elevator, I stomp my feet too, so it makes sound like when you punch.
No, you,
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah,
do
yeah.
the Goldberg.
Thigh.
yeah,
Do the Goldberg.
You gotta
like,
sell it.
thing.
You gotta sell it.
yeah. I also measure units of time via wrestling terms. Like, I don't know what a year is. All I know is it was
How
one
many pay-per-views
WrestleMania
it
ago.
is?
Yep.
One WrestleMania
WrestleMania
ago.
Yep.
That's a full cycle.
A week.
Valentine's
a week
Day.
is,
You mean Valentine's Day Massacre?
That other one. Yeah.
Spring
That's
break.
how Raffy
You
lives
mean
his life.
SummerSlam?
Huh? SummerSlam. What?
Spring break. You mean
Yeah.
SummerSlam?
There's Halloween Havoc. There's Winter Whammies, SummerSlam, and what's
Winter
the other one?
Whammies? Holy shit! I didn't
Winter
get that.
whammies. What the fuck?
There's another event that's not SummerSlam, but it's in WCW. It's Bash at the Beach.
Dash at the beach.
Yeah.
They should bring
Sick.
back the old naming conventions for the old like wrestling pay-per-views. Because
Yeah, I
they're
like it.
always like super
Generic.
edgy.
It got-
No.
Oh.
They're super edgy, like Payback, Unforgiven.
What are these new rock album names all
Yeah.
of a sudden?
Oh, Raffy, I know one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sacrifice. I know one. I know that one.
A primo suggestion. Emile.
Yeah.
That's when they do
Sacrifice
math,
is
right?
Very, very good.
Yeah, that's when they do
Okay.
math.
I'd like to think that when Raffy's like starts running down the hallway, the person at the end of the hallway just gradually hears a fade in of a crowd sound, and then eventually Jim Ross. Oh my God, he's coming! And he doesn't know where it's coming from. He just freaks out, and then Raffy comes in. Bam!
Raffy just has an AOE around him that turns everything into wrestling.
Dude,
He plays
that'd be
the
so
current
great.
battle music into wrestling
be-
crowds.
That would be
That's
such a
just
great
like
superpower.
the first.
Oh my god!
It's like that's just like the first few minutes of Ready to Rumble, that movie about wrestling, where he
What
was in
if
a
wrestling
convenience
were
store,
real?
and then suddenly he just
yeah,
suplexed the cashier, and then it's there's a ring that enveloped the whole thing.
Yep. Suddenly,
crazy.
suddenly there was a ring.
Yeah, so it was there, and then suddenly Macho Man is yelling at you, "Tag me!" And then,
yeah.
Is it like the
Fighting
first
the guy.
season of Yu-Gi-Oh, where a dual disc arena just comes out of the floor
Oh,
anywhere?
Time to wrestle.
All right, folks.
Oh.
So on this show, we like to give everyone some damage and spread
Oh.
the stories. I said
Yes.
that wrong.
That-
And I,
that's
for the
always
life
what
of
we
me,
say.
Can't remember the correct one. But anyway,
Okay.
in layman's terms, we talk about the things we've been doing for the past 2-ish weeks, a fortnight, the popular
Yes.
2 weeks, the popular 14
The
days
popular, the popular Epic Game Store PPV.
90% of Epic Game Store's revenue,
Yeah.
14 days.
good for them.
And I would like to throw the ball to Emile. How's your week, my man?
Bash
I
at the
caught the
ball.
ball. I
Oh,
actually
Buti ka pa.
haven't
I
had.
can't catch balls.
Oh, I have some sports experience.
Except your own.
So, like, I haven't had much of a week, really. And, what do you call it? I'm taking it easy on work. I'm taking it easy on a bunch of things. But I've been using this time to just, watch old stuff. And, I haven't been doing much, but watch that old stuff. But as far as games go, I've kind of been taking it easy on the Genshin, the FF14s. There's a lot to jump into there. I mean, like, the new patch for FF14 dropped, right? But I haven't even touched it. Like, I'm leaving it for probably tomorrow or something. I'm gonna, finish off that main scenario quest and everything. But as far as games go, I downloaded this new gacha game on my mobile device. And it's called Counterside. Have any of you boys
fire in
touched
the
this
hole.
or Counter-Strike?
Okay, let's go.
Counterside. Counterside.
So you
Have any of
Which
you boys
one's-
seen this or played this?
you shoot guns but sideways, like fucking
Maybe. I
Perpetual
don't
lean.
understand.
like John
Yeah.
Wicket.
You're
Yeah,
only
you
on
just
lean.
perpetually lean.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's
What do you call
always
it?
on kill shot.
Yeah, it's always a kill shot.
I actually haven't like figured out why it's called Counterside. I haven't been playing it too much yet, but I think I'm kind of in, mostly because it's super casual and the gacha rates are actually super nice. So
Oh.
Counterside is actually a Korean gacha game, but the gameplay is really just Battle Cats, but with waifus. Have you guys
Battle
ever played
Cats?
Battle Cats? That
I've-
weird
I've-
mobile game?
Yeah,
yeah. I
I've
remember
played
that
before.
one. Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah.
I have totally
Yeah,
I
like-
have totally played Battle Cats, yeah.
Like Battle Cats is that old game wherein like you have a base, the enemy has a base, and you send soldiers at each other to destroy the enemy's base, right?
But it's
so
cats.
imagine that game, but instead of cute random cats that you throw at each other, it's anime gun waifus and Metal Gear Rexes. It's kind of weird because like usually in a gacha game, right, it's all waifus and husbandos, right? But this game has actually a weird, healthy mix of like things you can pull on the gacha. Like you have your standard like anime waifu, like anime gun waifu, like this lady's in a bikini with a sniper rifle. This lady's in an office secretary like outfit, but she has a gun. Oh, sick. Okay,
Tactical.
But then you have like the husbandos, like you have the old man in the suit. You have
Classic old
Blitz
man in the
from
suit.
R6. He's just there.
Oh, sick. Really?
okay.
Yeah.
For real? Oh.
Yeah. So
Also
so
there?
in this game,
Yo,
in this
what?
game, the units are classed as three things. One are counters, where all the anime resides. So if you have magical powers, you're a counter or something, whatever.
Sure.
And then the next class of units you can pull in this game are called soldiers. And those are just people from R6.
Oh, grunts.
Literally, like, you can pull people who are just decked out in tactical gear. They don't look like they're from animes. Like,
Cool.
yeah, it's super strange. And then the last thing you can pull are mechs. And this can range from a Metal Gear Rex to just a straight up tank. It's just a tank. It's just there. Like when you pull your character, instead of a picture of a character, it's a picture of a tank. And I thought it was like an error or something. I was like, I pulled a tank?
Who is that Pokemon? An APC.
Yeah. Dude, you can pull an APC.
Yeah, I already expected it.
You can totally pull an APC. I have. And like it's interesting, and I think the only reason I'm playing it is that it's super generous when it comes to your free rolls, and at the same time there's a lot of variety, and the rates aren't as bad as some gachas out there. For Genshin, you know this, right, Migoy? For Genshin, you have like a 0.06 chance to roll like a 5-star, which is one of the rarest units, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a tiny ass chance. For this game, for any other game, it's very similar. Like a 0.3 chance, a 0.6 chance. For Genshin, it's 0.06. That's crazy. For this game, it's a whopping 3%. It's like, yo, you can actually get a lot of SSRs in this game. It's nice. And what do you call it? And I think the reason why they're so generous with the amount of free pulls you get and the chance to get an SSR is because this game is less about, what do you call it, the individual units themselves, and more about building a squad to defend your base, right? So you can set up a squad of 8 units, and you can either auto-deploy them or deploy them yourself, and it's more about having a good mix of like defenders, attackers, snipers, mechs, all sorts of things. I've been having fun with it. And I think one of the features of it that I like a lot, because I've been relaxing a lot this week, is its auto functions.
Oh yeah, for
so
sure.
you can fully set this game on auto, and I think the big appeal of it is seeing your toys play. You know what I mean? Like you collect your toys and then you can see them play by themselves, which is kind of fun in its own right, and I've been enjoying it a lot. And I think the basic auto mode, that's like almost a given when it comes to these games. But I think the one thing I super appreciate about it is something called repeat operation and stack operation, which is a part of the game when you're farming already, when you've already finished the story and stuff like that. There are these two options that pop up when you queue up a mission called stack operation and repeat operation. So repeat operation is you can set the game to do that mission a set number of times for you automatically. So that takes care of farming. You can just set your phone down and it'll do it for you automatically. And the interesting thing about it is this is the first gacha game I've seen with a power saving mode when you're farming.
That,
Interesting.
When you press repeat operation, there's an option there called power save mode. And if you press that, it'll just turn off all animations. It'll just put on a static screen that says how many operations have been completed. And if you leave it alone, your phone can sleep and still farm. So I'm like, whoa, okay, interesting. They know what we want.
Cool, but crazy.
Yeah.
Huh.
And the other option you have is actually called stack operation, wherein you use up a resource in the game to make one mission worth like 10 missions or whatever, right? So you have
A
this
reward
option
multiplier?
of, like, yeah. It's a reward multiplier. It'll reward all the EXP, all the items, all the farming you get. So it's your choice of either, do I spend my resources in the game to do a stack operation to get it in one go, or do I have time to burn with my phone wherein I can just leave it to farm? So you're giving up either the resource or your time to farm. So I like the options. Yeah. And that's mostly it for Counterside. I don't have a lot more to say about it besides it's been a fun casual gacha game that I've been playing on the side, and I think I'm going to add it to my repertoire of like gacha games that I've been playing on this lockdown. Man, it's crazy, isn't it? How many years has it been since
We're in the half year because
Oh my
Lozano
lord.
is going half year sale.
Oh shit!
Oh
Brand.
Nothing
god.
says the passage of time better than Lazada sales.
Oh god, I don't understand, man. Dude, I've just been playing so many gacha games on the side. Like, I still play Arknights, I still play FGO, I play Genshin on the side. Like, I'm just waiting for the 1.6 patch. You see that trailer?
I saw the entire stream that they did actually.
So
I haven't watched that. I
So we're
haven't
gonna
watched
get
that.
Sea of Thieves in Genshin
Yeah.
Impact.
Yeah.
That's the
last patch
consensus.
was Prop Hunt. This patch is Sea of Thieves Genshin.
Yar.
It looks more like the Wind Waker minigames.
Oh,
A
yeah, you're
third-person
not
view
wrong.
of the boat. And you
Mhm.
just shoot things. You go
You just
through
shoot
rings
things on
and
the
crap.
side. Yeah, and like I think what a lot of people are excited for in 1.6 is the introduction of skins to Genshin.
Mm. Yeah, I've
yeah.
heard about the
Skins?
Jean skin.
Whoa.
Yeah,
There's a Jean Summer skin that they
And a Barbara
shown.
Summer skin.
Yeah,
Wow, that's gonna be killer.
It's nice.
Holy shit, that free
it's
game.
like
Yeah.
Holy
finally
shit, that
right.
free
It's
game.
been a long time coming. Like a lot of people are actually requesting that kind of feature in
Yeah.
gacha polls.
Can't believe
And
they
like
did this.
that's like a thing that almost every gacha has, right?
Yeah.
Like skins for your characters. And since Genshin is like a full game, I kind of understand that it took them a while to implement it because other gacha games are just JPEGs doing things, right? But this one is an actual full game. So I kind of understand, but like they were kind of dropping the ball there, not introducing it right away. But one of the things I actually have mixed feelings about, but I actually appreciate is that the skins for 1.6 are only available through the cash shop. As in, you can't get it through a gacha pool.
Oh, what? That kind of defeats the purpose. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, it's fairer, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
it's true.
at least I
Cosmetic
know where
stuff.
my money is going, right? Mm-hmm.
I still just wish
but
that they could like put it in a
Give the
even if it's a special gacha poll.
maybe
Like a seasonal
maybe,
one.
Like I don't know, cause like I would feel pretty bad if I spent money on the gacha and I didn't get it. But
No, that's true.
I'm okay with spending a set amount and then getting it for sure. But to add to that, the Barbara skin is actually free if you just participate in the event. So that's cool.
Ah, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
What-
As
what's
far as
the Barbara
games,
skin
dude,
look like?
it's been nothing. I've like Nier is still unfinished. I haven't touched 14. Like I want to play more R6. I haven't played R6 this week at all. And the rest of my time has been dedicated to watching old stuff. I've been watching a lot of old movies. Like man, Tom Cruise was in Brad Pitt was in a lot of old movies. I watched like Ocean's 11, this thing called Meet Joe Black, like all sorts of things.
That's
Oh.
that's funny. That's a fun movie.
Really? I haven't finished it yet. I'm gonna continue it. But one of the things that I've been thoroughly enjoying like every night with Donna is that we're marathoning House M.D.
House.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
with Hugh
Okay.
Laurie. So we've been marathoning House, and it's been a quite fun experience, and I've learned a bunch of things about House. And apparently the initial pitch for House was, what if Sherlock Holmes was a doctor?
I see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I super see
That
that.
was
Yep.
it. That's the entire
Yep.
thing.
Yeah,
'Cause
dude.
he's also a
I
junkie.
had no
or
idea.
something.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
his,
I had
his
no
sex
idea.
craved best friend is Watson.
Yeah.
Yes. There you go. And it's the weirdest thing too, because like Donna and I keep spotting actors in there that we don't expect. Like in one episode, a nurse was Shirley from Community.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was the weirdest thing.
I remember there's one episode where the guest actor was the dude from Prison Break, the brother.
Really?
Yeah. He's also the one from like Legends of Tomorrow.
Legends. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
that dude.
fireman. I forgot.
Fireman.
Fireman.
Oh,
Dude.
boyfriend of Ice Girl.
Yeah,
like-
Is
yeah.
that the man?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Like there's something about House that I kind of understand why it was such a big deal in its heyday. And like it's crazy to me that it's almost 20 years old. Like I'm seeing things that I haven't seen in forever. Like House has an iPod shuffle and I'm like losing my mind. Yeah, dude. I'm like, wow, that was a long time ago. Holy shit.
Have you gotten to the part where House's Power Rangers have shifted actors now? Like
no.
they have the new
Oh, yeah.
batch of Power Rangers.
I'm
When they
not
replaced
looking
Jason
forward
with
to
Rocky.
that. I
and one of
really
them
like
is
What?
Olivia Wilde, which is still
Right.
blows my
Bef-
mind.
Before
Interesting.
she blew up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
She was
okay.
an actress in House, and she has a
'Cause-
good she has a crazy character arc too
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
in
Okay,
that
dude.
in that series.
Like I'm nowhere near that yet. We still have the 3 Power Rangers, and like
We still
what do you
have
call
Omar
it?
Epps.
Yeah, Omar
Omar
Epps.
Epps.
Omar Epps.
The Australian guy and Mary J.
known
Watson.
known
The lady.
Def Jam character Omar
Epps.
is in House.
Dude,
Right.
it's so
Wow.
funny too, because like since this was in a different time, the amount of black jokes that House cracks makes us feel uncomfortable sometimes, and I'm like, this is interesting. But yeah, it was a different time. I understand, and Omar's playing nice with it. But at the same time, they do speak about a lot of topics that are interesting, and like there's just like House is super formulaic, right? It's like
Mhm.
Lupus
a
of the
patient.
day.
What
Yep.
is the lupus
Lupus
of the day?
Lupus of
It's
the
never
day.
lupus.
Lupus of the day.
What is the rare condition of the day? And like we're enjoying it
Interesting.
for a lot of things, because like I'm enjoying the junk food TV aspect of it. I'm just enjoying like the procedural like monster of the week, but the monster is a disease.
Yep.
I like the
And-
twist. Actually,
Like
like
real
it's
life.
the
Yeah.
patient's fault. He's the
Oh.
bad guy. And I also like how they turned like this show about like medical doctors in hospital and made it a full blown CSI
Dude, yeah.
show.
yeah. What do you
Like,
call it? Like Donna and I were actually saying that this is just like watching Chubby Emu, but with a story. Do you guys watch Chubby Emu on YouTube?
Nope.
No,
Yeah, Chubby Emu is this
sorry.
guy who explains like medical things. Like a guy presents to an emergency room with these symptoms. What happened to him? Like his entire channel is that. And House is just that with a story and an asshole. It's pretty
Oh,
great.
yeah.
And Donna enjoys it a lot because of the medical curiosities, because that's something she's super into. Like 5 minutes into an episode, Donna will mention a random disease and she's usually right. Like
Wow.
yeah. Like they will present the symptoms and then Donna will say like, that kid's got chimerism. Is he a chimera? And I'm like, what are you talking about?
What?
And then
Oh.
later on, House will say, he's a chimera. And I'm like, what the fuck?
He has a goat and a scorpion tail. Oh shit.
No. That's actually apparently a condition.
Edward.
Yeah, an actual
Where-
condition.
That's
Really?
actually a condition that's very common with in vitro fertilization, because they stick a bunch of eggs in the uterus, right? And sometimes those eggs can merge into one. So you will kind of get a twin, but
Yeah.
the main person absorbs the other twin, so you get 2 sets of DNA in one person, and that's what chimerism is.
Whoa.
Yeah, I remember
and-
this
whoa,
episode.
Freaky, but yeah.
Yeah, and Donna
That's
just
awesome.
knew about it, and I'm like, "Bruh." like
What
like
if
she'll
Donna's a
mention all
super
sorts
fan
of
of
things.
House and you just never knew?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so, man. What
if-
do you call it? Like, it's funny to me too because like we all know Hugh Laurie as the dad of Stuart Little, right?
Yeah.
No,
No,
dude, I remember
no.
him as the goon from 101 Dalmatians.
Oh, for real?
Oh shit! Really?
He's a goon there. No, it's crazy to me too because like I know him as Stuart Little's dad, and in the series, I believe in season 2, they introduce a rat character that House takes care of, and I'm just like, is this like a fucking joke? Are they messing with Hugh Laurie and
A
like
rat
Probably was.
character?
Yeah.
yeah?
I could
there's
imagine
just a
you
rat.
saying, "Is this a fucking joke?" And then
Dude,
the same
that's
word
another
comes
thing.
out.
Yeah.
That's another thing because like Donna didn't know that Hugh was putting on a fake American accent, and then I showed her Hugh Laurie talking in real life, and she's like,
Yeah.
"But he's so posh. What happened?"
He's not a dirtbag anymore.
No, dude, it's so great. It's so great. We're
He hides
we're
it
having
really
a lot
well.
of fun. And Amazon Prime has all the seasons of House, so we have a lot to binge.
Oh,
it's
that's where you're watching it.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
a
yeah. It's
lot.
on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
I want to know more about the rat character. Was there really... In my mind, it's like Ratatouille. So, like, there's a rat controlling House's hands through the hairs on his head.
Oh fuck!
There's a
Oh, dude,
rat
that-
character? Excuse me?
That rat character doesn't last very long.
Anyone can doctor.
No, yeah. What do you call it? That rat was,
Disease! I saw it when I was a boy.
oh man, dude, you'd be surprised. There are a lot of episodes like that. Oh, this is a
Okay.
previous
Oh, yeah,
case.
yeah. Given how long the show went, of course
Dude.
it would.
I've run this case before. I know the symptoms, shit like that.
It's never lupus, though.
It's
Except
super
when it was.
formulaic.
Never.
Except
There's
when
this
it
one
was.
point in the season where it is lupus, and then
Yeah.
shit
They
got
had
real.
to.
Oh man, like we're having a lot of fun with it. Like I said, it's like watching the Power Rangers fight the monster of the week, but instead it's the disease of the week. And there's office politics and there's legal problems. Where I am right now in season 3, House is in jail, so
Whoa.
Cool.
Doesn't
Yeah, dude.
matter.
doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
He
So
got
they-
out.
do-
He's back at the hospital.
Do they
His
go
name
to
on the
him?
show, of course.
Did they go
course.
to him and like...
Oh,
What if...
yeah.
Yeah, what if they didn't? What if it's still his name, but from now on, from season 3 onwards, it just takes place in a prison?
No,
Just
no.
to spite your predictions.
Yeah, dude.
No, I would imagine like if they're gonna go move forward without Hugh Laurie, it's just gonna be his old team, and then in a different hospital. Then in the end of the episode, they'll just, "This is now our house," and then brown, brown.
Oh god,
And it's Omar Epps as the lead.
Oh,
Omar
son of a
Epps.
bitch.
dude,
Back, baby.
this is now our house.
With the
Into
zoom
the-
out, with like
Yeah.
the X-ray
Yeah,
effects.
all the X-rays and the brain CT scans.
dude. I fucking
It's like
love
Into the
Omar
Night.
Epps in this. He's the
Oh, man.
best. He's the
Oh
best.
man.
Like he's my big favorite. I got super worried when he got that disease in season 2.
Oh yeah.
for-
shit.
Don't worry about it.
I was like, oh, is Omar Epps gonna be okay? I hope he's
yeah.
gonna be okay.
Emile,
course.
just watch when Lord Zed finally arrives and House's
What?
old team
Excuse me?
will be get rid of.
No.
It will be a new team of House, like
No.
new team House.
Except Omar Epps.
Yeah, Omar is still there. He's the Billy. He's the Billy of the group. He's
Oh,
just on the
dude.
other
Yeah, I think-
department.
Wasn't he
I'm
like
not-
one of the last ones to leave?
Yeah, he's the last one.
I think. Yeah.
Oh.
But that's
I'm
the
not
thing,
ready. I'm not
like-
ready for a new team. I'm not ready for House SPD.
No,
Okay,
It's gonna be like,
House
like season
SPD.
3 or 4, I think.
I think
What?
it's
It's-
past 4
Yeah.
because 3 is when he starts walking again, right?
Yeah. He
And-
started walking for like 2
And then-
episodes.
Is that when the iPod Shuffle comes out and he's
Yes.
like running
Okay.
with
Oh,
Feel
wow,
Good
you have
ink?
a good memory. Yeah. He goes jogging and picks up an iPod Shuffle, and I freaked the fuck out. I was like, it's not even the mini one. It's the long one.
It's
and
the
I'm like,
nano.
It's a
"Oh."
long one, yeah.
It's
the
not
first
the nano.
Shuffle.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I
not
was
the nano.
freaking out.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's the
Freaking
shuffle,
out.
the actual chunky shuffle. Holy
I
shit.
can't believe you still remember when the iPod Shuffle shows
Yeah,
up.
dude,
What the
Feel Good
fuck?
ink, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
House is really
Yeah,
good,
you're
man.
right.
Playing
You're right,
Feel
dude.
Good.
House is really nice.
Dude, when Feel Good Inc. started playing, I was like, how old am I?
Ang bullshit nun,
What
man.
a time
Dude.
traveler.
Because his thing is, he walks with a cane because he has a bum leg, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they go on about like, oh, it's muscle death, and he feels constant pain. Then like, oh, turns out it's not muscle death. You're just addicted to painkillers,
Yep.
Well,
and your leg will magically heal itself.
Yep.
fucking
And
stupid.
the solution came to House in a dream because he
Yeah.
got
Oh
shot.
my god, that stupid episode.
Right?
It's
He
good
got
though, but
shot by a random character that they never say the name of, but in the subs it says Moriarty, and I'm like, oh,
really? Holy
Yeah,
I was
dude.
gonna make a dumb joke about if this is Sherlock but medicine, where is the Moriarty? And it
For real?
happened!
Exactly.
I didn't watch
What the
House
fuck?
in Netflix or Amazon, so I have no subtitles to
yeah,
show me
I
that
didn't
it's
watch it with
Moriarty.
subs.
This is new to
Fuck.
me. Like this is new info.
dude, that entire house where like that entire episode where House has dreams because he got shot. The character talking to him is Moriarty. It says
Oh
it
my
in the
God.
subtitles. I'm like,
That's-
what the fuck? Okay.
What?
Are we gonna
in
rewatch
the
House together now?
fuck?
Dude,
This
Just to know
yeah, the power of subtitles
Me.
hits differently now.
the spoiler subtitles.
Yeah, it happened to me in
Oh
Korai, which
my
I didn't
God.
like. Like, oh, mysterious man. Oh wait, it's the dude. It's the other like firebender dude.
Oh yeah,
Dude.
freaking Netflix subs do the thing where 1 second it's a spoiler name, the
1
next
second
becomes a
it's
mysterious
man.
man, and
Yeah.
then
I
it goes
hate it.
back to spoiler
Yeah.
town.
dude.
It does the
hate it.
what? What did you say? What? I didn't say that. Did you?
Who am I?
Dude.
Ooh.
Oh.
Dude, when Moriarty
reveal-
showed up on the subs, Don and I were just like, who? Who's Moriarty? That guy's Moriarty? The guy who shot him? What the fuck?
You've
Oh,
been
man.
spoiled
Yeah,
big time.
yeah. It like I don't think it's a spoiler because they never say it.
Doesn't
so
matter.
I,
Oh yeah, it doesn't.
yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's just
It
like
doesn't
a
matter.
a script name, like a name
Yeah.
for their script.
Dude, like it's
Nah, it's
super
canon,
apparent to me
baby.
now that it's just Sherlock but doctors, but also it's Monster of the Week but disease. Yep.
Just like Sherlock.
Yep. It's super fun. I'm super enjoying it. Don and I are gonna continue watching The House because I never really was invested like in House when it was coming out on the AXNs and stuff like that. So it is a fresh experience
aughts.
that is
Man.
fun for us.
You think the showrunners are also like digging into old like Arthur Conan Doyle stories for their House episodes? Like,
Oh,
oh,
hell
Hounds
yeah,
of
they have
Baskervilles.
to.
Let's have an episode with rabies in it.
Yo.
Wasn't there one? Yeah, there had to be one, right?
Diba?
I think there was one
There had
with
to be a rabies
in it.
episode.
Mm-hmm.
This
There was a fucking episode where this special kid had a weird disease. They couldn't figure it out. And it turns out he was eating cat poop in his sandbox.
And
that
there were
was it.
worms in his eyes.
Yeah, it was the worms fucking him up. And he had the PSP.
Dude,
Whoa.
we just
Sign of
watched
the
that
times.
episode, and when I saw the PSP, I'm like, oh god, what year is it? What year is it?
And then he gave it
What
to
a
House
time
and like,
machine.
oh, that's the ultimate form of respect from the child.
Yeah, man. He gave his PSP to House. And the entire time, I was just like, if I were that, I would never give up my PSP. What the fuck?
It's my PSP. Jesus.
It's my PSP. What the? Why would I give it to him?
Oh, but
What the
you didn't
fuck?
eat cat poop in a sandbox.
That's true. I did not eat cat poop in a sandbox.
Man, what a show.
Distinction.
Dude, like I love the episode where there was a kid who thought he was being abducted by aliens.
Remember this?
It's
Forgot
so
about
great.
this.
And then like,
Sounds like a
there's a
fucking
microchip
insane
under
show.
my skin, and he's
Yeah.
right, and the entire team is like, oh, what do we do? It's great. It's super great. It's like X-Files, Power Rangers. It's everything. It's everything.
CSI. in the
Dude.
hospital.
Yeah, didn't
Ratatouille.
didn't the boom of House come before CSI?
I think I'm not sure which one came first, but
Yeah,
they
I
do the
forgot.
whole zoom into the body, look at the cells and shit.
Whoa.
CSI does.
That's their shtick.
Yeah, they
That's
have
their
one
gimmick.
moment of like big CGI when they're like putting the drugs in you or something.
Yeah, and
Or when the
you can
disease
totally
happens.
tell. And you can totally tell in season 3 they got a budget like increase because now they're flooding airplanes, now they're having like other types of special effects, and it's
Cool.
not just the CG into the body stuff anymore. It's great. Yeah, that's House. I will continue to watch House. I can't wait for the Lupus of the week. And and I've been watching old movies in general. Like I said, I watched like I'm currently watching something called The Game. I'm currently watching something called
God.
Meet Joe
Fun
Black.
Michael Douglas.
Yeah, Michael Doug. Wow, you know what the
Yeah,
hell?
I haven't watched it. I'm old.
I'm actually not done with it yet, so I'm watching. We rewatched Shawshank Redemption. It's still as good as ever. It's great. But one of the things I actually want to talk about is this old movie from, what was it, 2006? Called Inside Man. Starring Denzel
My man.
Washington.
My man,
And-
Denzel.
Denzel Washington and
So
Willem
fine.
Dafoe.
The hell?
Insane.
And another thing interesting about this movie is that it is a Spike Lee joint.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Just
It
like
is, it is.
NBA 2K12.
Dude, a Spike Lee joint. What do you call it? So I start watching this movie just because Denzel's in it, right? I'm like, must be good. Denzel's in it, and then surprise,
It's always
one of the
good.
side characters who is a policeman is Willem Dafoe. He's not even the lead. He's just in the side doing police things, being
Damn.
Willem Dafoe. So that's cool. I was super
Method
excited
acting.
about that. And to add to it, it's a heist movie. So I was like, okay, I'm going to have fun with this movie. It's a heist movie. And the thing that was bothering me the whole time is like, I've seen this before. This entire premise, I've seen this before. And then I realized it. I fucking realized it. Money Heist just ripped off Inside Man. The entire concept of Money Heist, where they meticulously plan a bank robbery and dress up the entire bank in similar costumes so no one knows who's who. That's from Inside Man. And I'm like, okay, so who did it first? So I looked it up, and fucking Inside Man's from 2006, and fucking Money Heist's from 2017, and I'm just like, wait, is this okay? The entire concept is stolen. I'm like, what?
Even
Maybe
There are
the
no original
professor-
ideas left in the world.
Maybe the professor watched the Inside Man, and hey, that's our plan.
Dude,
the
it's
big
so
reveal.
dumb. It's so
Season
dumb.
6. Season 6 big reveal. Like he pulls out a VHS. Like,
Of
Inside Man.
of Inside
This is
Man.
where I got my plan.
This is
the
my
past
savior right here.
The past 6 seasons, the
Dude,
years of
it-
seasons were
It's
all
like
in here.
almost exact. It's almost exact. Like fucking the broad strokes of the entire plan are just the same, except without Tokyo, so it's better.
Oh yeah, and it
Oh,
ends.
shoot.
And
Inside
it
Man
ends.
ends.
And
Inside Man ends.
It's already better than in Money Heist because it
Yep.
never ends.
Are they still in the bank? What's going on with
They're still
with
in the
Money
bank,
Heist?
dude.
They're still in the bank, huh?
I saw the 5th season trailer. They're still in the bank.
I think that's it though. That's my
Wow.
biggest discovery. I'm like, wow, Money Heist ripped off something with Denzel Washington and Willem Dafoe, and I'm pretty upset about that. I'm like, this is just the same thing, but as a movie, it's
Oh,
done.
man.
I'm happy, and that's it. I'm like, that's it.
Dude, follow through.
Dude,
Follow through. Watch
is it
all
spoilers?
the Denzel movies.
Oh,
You
should
got-
I go on a Denzel
You got, you
marathon?
got John Q in Netflix. There's John Q. That's a good movie.
Okay.
You got The Equalizer. You got
Oh, I've
Equalizer.
already watched
Training
The
Day.
Equalizer recently.
Training Day is
Okay.
the Denzel staple.
I want to watch Training Day.
Film, what's it? Film 1,
1, 2,
2,
3?
9. Yeah,
One,
but
two,
but that
1, 4,
sucks.
1, 4,
That
3.
that kind of sucks because
Okay,
the villain
screw-
is John
Yeah.
Travolta.
Oh.
Which
Screw
is
the-
weird.
Screw the train movie, yeah.
Screw the train.
Yeah. Only watch
Oh,
the train
man.
movie when they eventually cross over with Snowpiercer in the train cinematic universe.
I
Pelham
cannot
versus
wait.
Fucking-
Snowpiercer.
I can't
The
wait for
third
it to
train.
arrive from behind. There's a third train.
And it's Pelham 1, 2, 3.
I think that's it for me, boys. I'm just gonna continue
Nice.
watching all of this old shit and enjoying my lupus of the week.
That's a sentence.
You don't.
That
There's
is
your
indeed the
podcast
sentence.
title. Oh
Yep.
no.
Enjoying
Wait.
my lupus of the week.
Yeah,
House
write
is
it
great.
down. Write it down, guys. Before we forget it.
Oh, fuck.
Anyway,
I'm good. Who should I pass it off to, Migoy?
I'm the ball man.
Yes, you're the ball man.
I'm gonna
Please.
dribble the story myself. All right.
There you go.
'Cause
Sick.
Despite it being 2 weeks, I haven't really done much of the new stuff. Like I wrote it down, then forgot to write the rest of it down. But hey, let's go off with. I guess it's a sequel to an old show as well,
Okay.
and that is Bird Girl. Who's the girl that saves the world?
Oh.
I
Oh,
haven't
it's
touched
out.
that yet.
I didn't know it's out.
It's out.
It's out, yeah.
done. Season 1 is done already. It's only like 6
shit.
episodes long. It's really
shit.
short. And it's very different from Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law.
Okay.
It's not nearly I wouldn't say it's nearly as funny as Harvey Birdman because it's very different, but it still has that Cartoon Network Adult Swim feel.
Mm-hmm.
Though I'd say there's one thing that makes it maybe not nearly as interesting as any of the previous Adult Swim like cartoons.
Okay.
And that is like what do you remember about Harvey Birdman, right?
It was
like a
Hanna
Togo show.
Barbera characters taking
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
having a different profession, doing different things, right?
One of my most fond memories of Harvey Birdman was that the Scooby Gang got caught for smoking pot.
Yeah. So it's Birdman plus Scooby Doo plus like Galaxy Trio and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine Bird Girl not interacting with any Hanna Barbera cartoon.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh.
It's just her and the new cast. Like it's not Mentok the Mind Taker, but his
Okay.
daughter.
Hey.
Oh,
The
okay.
daughter who wasn't in the previous show, but sure. Like I still really enjoyed my time with the show, but the big appeal of seeing your childhood cartoons doing stupid things
Mm-hmm.
is gravely absent from Bird Girl, and that made it feel
Oh.
weird.
It doesn't have that wacky races laugh Olympics appeal.
Yeah, like the crossover is dead in that.
Mm.
I'm guessing because of maybe it would be too expensive to do to get the Warner Brothers approval for a
yeah,
silly
that makes
cartoon.
sense. I always wondered how Adult Swim got away with it.
Oh, because they were Cartoon Network before and they owned everything.
That's true. That's super.
And now, am I right? Is it WB who owns it? Whoever's
think.
doing the Looney Tunes, right?
Yeah, I think it's WB now.
Because they're all in Space Jam 2 now.
Yep.
So yeah, but hey, it's short. I still really enjoyed it. It's silly, funny. But yeah, like that all-star crossover punch is gone. Like I understand not getting Philken Sebin back because he was voiced by Steve Colbert. Tama ba? Steve Colbert.
Was he?
Really? I didn't know.
Not
I
sure.
don't know.
Yeah. The ha dangly parts. That man. He's voiced by a big comedian guy. So him not being voiced is fine. But the rest, like they don't even mention the previous Bird team, which is kind of sad.
Oh, no.
So yeah, but hey, Cartoon Network show, like I enjoyed it. If you want to give it a shot, then it's short, 30-minute episodes.
What was it like? What's it about?
It's so Phil Ken Sebin is the owner of his company, right? Where Birdman worked.
Yeah.
Sebin and Sebin.
Mhm.
So
Oh,
he
yeah.
died.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
next in line was not Judy Ken Sebin, but Bird Girl.
What?
Because
Alright.
Phil
Okay.
Ken Seven
Weird.
had the hots for Bird Girl, not knowing it was his daughter.
Ah.
Oh no.
So it built off the show,
Sick.
and then but Judy gets the shares of the company, and then eventually, like after an episode, it gets turned over to her, and then hilarity ensues and different adventures happen. It's fucking stupid. But yeah, Bird Girl, not much to say. I really expected it to go at least 10 episodes. 6 episodes is, man, medyo nabitan. I burned through that really fast.
Oh.
The other Cartoon Network show I want to talk about is I only found out about the new season because Migs told me about it.
Oh yeah.
No?
And that's the second season of Close Enough.
Close enough.
Oh, that's a thing.
Close Enough is the show
Interesting.
by the regular show guy, JG
Yeah.
Oh,
Quintel.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a regular show, but with people instead of a bird and a raccoon.
You told us about this.
Like it's the exact same formula, the exact same. It's basically Mordecai as a human.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just his character. And first season was, I believe, HBO Max.
It has. We got the first season also on Netflix. That's where I
Right,
watched
but
it.
I believe
But-
it was HBO Max exclusive for the early parts, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So it was their show. This second season is like Netflix slapped their logo on it.
Pure.
So I guess
Netflix.
they bought the show. So that's cool. That show is a better Cartoon Network show to watch. That
Oh,
show is
cool.
fucking
Because
hilarious
I
and
blasted
stupid.
through the first season and I was like left wanting more.
Yeah.
So I didn't know there was
Yeah,
a second.
dude.
Cool.
Thank God for
Enjoy
a
the
second.
second one. It's what, 10 episodes only, I think.
I only
was
watched
good.
the first 4, and it's hilarious.
I'm around the same boat, about halfway through, yeah. And it's like the 2-episode formula, like half episode.
Oh, okay.
For the whole 30 minutes.
To get 2 episodes in one show, like in
Yeah,
one
it feels
episode.
more satisfying that way, I'd say.
Mhm.
That's some good shit. Like
It's a lot.
JG Quintel is like the cool adult nerd. Like he knows what the kids like and doesn't use it cringe. He doesn't use memes as a cringe way, if you know what I mean.
That's good.
Because he's a big child. Like he talks like one. His voice as Mordecai is just his voice in real life. If
Oh,
you didn't
yeah.
know.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah,
an
yeah.
act. That's a really good show. And also that's formulaic as hell. Like it's the exact same regular show formula where they're doing something normal, something supernatural happens, like a twist of what they're doing. And
Right.
everything gets fixed and nobody's dead.
Yep.
Right?
Back to the
I-
status quo.
I'm not sure if spoiling like episodes or stories of Close Enough is a big deal, but kahit yung synopsis lang, like from what I've watched, it's pretty cool. Like it's like classic tropes of comedy cartoon shows, but it has that though like that regular show touch. Like
Yeah.
there's an
Right.
episode about Jim. There's an episode about a parody
The
of like
first episode of season 2
Yeah,
is
it's
a
about
Jim
Jim.
episode.
yeah like
Sick.
Like he
Like,
gets swole.
the protagonist like Mordecai has a problem of not being able to lift his own daughter once he gets old, so he tries to go to the gym to get buff
Yeah,
a bit.
he has no core strength, so he can't catch his daughter after he throws her into the air.
Yeah, and
Raffy would
he
love
got-
this.
he gets too deep with it. Like he met a gym rat with a different take on getting buff, and they introduce levels of buffness, which is
The
so
tears
hilarious.
of buff.
Yeah, the tiers of buff, like shredded, like swole, and then like the top is absolute unit, and then
Only
it's-
one man has ever been an absolute unit, and it's a
It's
photo
really
of a
good.
sheep.
yeah. It's
And
so
then
good.
there's like only one man tried, but his hammies exploded.
yeah, and then there's like a picture of him in black and white, meaning he died doing it.
He died. There was a shrine.
Yeah, it's good. Like it's good. I think my favorite so far, but I just watched like 2 full episodes of it. So my favorite so far is that episode about Candace, the daughter being like operating
The hot sauce dealer.
Yeah, the hot sauce dealer.
It's
It's so
fucking
good.
insane.
It's like they did that in Community with Abed, being the
Yeah.
the chicken dealer.
The chick.
Yeah, the chicken finger
was it?
dealer.
The chicken
the
fingers
chicken
dealer.
Yeah, chicken
finger.
fingers.
Yeah.
But
it was
this one
exactly
has
that.
yeah, but this one is hot sauce. It's nicknamed the sauce, man. It's really good. I don't know. It's good.
No,
it's good.
dude, I swear,
Hey,
like
Sauce
this
Face.
particular
Sauce Face.
season, Sauce Face, yeah.
Yeah.
This particular season is they're fucking ripping off movies for this one.
Yeah.
Cause like that Sauce Fiend one is, it's an archetype, right?
Yeah, it's a,
Like the Abed one is also like a parody of that
Like
type of
Goodfellas
like
or
movie.
or internal
Um,
affairs or whatever that is. Yeah.
There was there's an episode that's just Rosemary's Baby. Like straight up.
I actually haven't watched Rosemary's Baby out of fear.
To be honest, dude, that movie's kind of overrated. But since it's one of the
Really?
earlier movies that did that,
Oh,
I'd say it's
okay.
fine. But they do a lot of the same shots and everything, like a lot of the same tropes. But it opens really differently. And then there's an episode that's just Die Hard 1, man.
Oh Jesus
Like
Christ!
full on.
Nakatomi
They even
Plaza.
drop the name of the protagonist. So like, I want to be able to protect my family. Oh, like John McClane? Like, yeah, that guy.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh god.
And then
Close enough.
there's a VR episode and some crap like
I
future
got-
tech
yeah.
fearing. It's a lot more blatant, and I kind of love it about it.
Cool.
Yeah, Close Enough is amazing. That man needs to make way more shows.
Yeah.
For the
I hope it gets
for the
season
movie
3.
bits. I hope it gets, since Netflix has it, right?
Yeah.
I think they're a lot more lax with, or at least a lot more open with, like, here, have some money, make show.
Yeah.
And I think the fact that it's on Netflix might give it more of an audience than stuff on HBO Max.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because HBO Max is like, hey, new show came out. Nobody watched it. It must be bad.
Yeah.
Just kill it. And then if Netflix is like, no, come here.
Give it a chance. Just like Army of the
They'll
Dead.
they'll,
It's
they'll
good, though.
actively resurrect shows, just like fucking Cobra Kai, right?
Oh yeah.
The YouTube Red show that they
Cobra Kai, good.
reinvigorated. For movies, I finally finished The Mitchells versus the Machines.
Oh yeah.
I haven't even
And
started
oh
that.
boy, dude, I'd
Shoot,
say that's
I gotta
like
go.
up there with one of my favorite animated movies of all time.
Up there on par with Spider-Verse from the same studio. Shit.
Yeah, and I think because it's their own creation, they kind of went a little crazier with it. And it shows, like, it's a lot more out there with their effects and their style. And it like the styling is a lot similar to Spider-Verse with their CGI. So like, you know how the characters have a lot of rough, like hard drawn edges, so they look like a comic book when it's like standstill or a cartoon. So when they start moving, they look like Walking Dead the game characters.
Yeah.
Their
I
weird
saw those.
smoothness. Yeah, so it kind of has that same effect. And then Spider-Verse had that comic book filter on it, where shadows would be like a lot of circles, like a lot of black circles, over like a sort of mesh layering. So it kind of
Right.
has that, but more of like a video filter, which kind of ruins your Netflix bitrate sometimes.
Oh shit.
But yeah, like I just really like that movie. Like it's a nice
Mitchell's-
heartwarming story.
I think
The
Mitchell's main
fucking graphics
style,
are great.
from what I've heard from the interviews, is that they're trying to emulate paintings, like actual watercolor or acrylic paintings on their base style. So you get some degree of quality on backgrounds being just like a brush over. And then on some other parts of the character, like the hair, it's not really strands as you would
Yeah.
expect on some CG
Yeah.
movies. Theirs is just like a dollop of paint on it.
Right.
It's kind of cool. Like it really looks like a digital art or digital art piece as compared to a
Yeah,
full blown CGI movie.
Right. I swear there's a lot of moments where assets aren't 2D and they're just
Yeah.
squashing and stretching them. And I really like that. So the coloring is also really nice. Like the one scene when the thing happens and it's like a hot afternoon. It just looks like an Instagram filter over it for that entire segment. Like a lot of bright fucking lot of hot pinks and light blues clashing.
Right.
And I swear there are moments where I'm like, this looks like a different show right now.
Yeah.
With how crazy they go with that. It's really nice. And like the story is also heartwarming, plus performance is top notch. I'd say
God.
if Pixar is the standard for hyper realism with their details,
Yeah.
this is the one where it goes to the opposite extreme, where this is a cartoon.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be the best one we're gonna make it look.
It's gonna be the most hyper stylized, the most unique thing that you'll ever see in the CGI movie.
Cool.
Imagine GTA 5 and then go to Zelda the Wind Waker in terms of artistic pull. Like they're on complete opposites, right?
Right.
And then they're doing what they do best in those regards. So Mitchell's versus the Machines. It's kind of a mouthful of a title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Mitchell's
I'm gonna say
versus
it's
the
up there.
rats or spiders. I don't know. You see that the one frame of spider warning.
Oh yeah,
or
yeah.
1 or 2 seconds. It's just that. It's nothing.
It might trigger Raffy, but it's
You just
very
go, "Huh?"
short.
Like, huh? And then, oh, it's fine.
Your wife will save you.
Yep,
Like-
you have to say.
Like Patrick when he does it.
And they show him the photo of the culprit.
Yeah. The hash slinging slasher. Or was that the different one? The
I
strangler.
think it was a
Yeah,
different
yeah.
one.
Okay.
I think it was
They
the
did
strangler
two
one.
serial killer things there.
In SpongeBob,
SpongeBob, yeah. Anyway.
I'm
the killer.
Yeah.
The hash
Oh,
slinging
God.
slasher.
I watched a bunch of things, but I didn't really write them down because I didn't dive as deep into them.
Yeah.
I will say I did watch episode 1 of the British The Office
Oh.
because I think it was time I found out about it. 'cause,
Source.
you know,
Yeah, yeah.
I really like the American The Office, and I've said this before. Season 1 sucks,
Yeah, it's
and
it's a 1:1.
apparently it's because it's not 1:1, but after seeing the actual European one. But there's a lot of story beats that they follow within at least the first episode, so I can believe.
So
where
season
it's
1 sucks because
mimicking-
they tried to copy the British.
Yeah.
Or
it's
try to be
bad.
faithful at least.
Ah.
Right.
Like that's
right.
the thing.
And there's a difference in character portrayal because Michael Scott is a lovable, naive idiot.
Yeah.
Like he means well, but he's kind of stupid,
Mm-hmm.
right? He's like Patrick, who's clever but a big idiot, right?
Yeah.
David Brent, the Michael Scott equivalent in the original European one, is a full-on asshole.
Okay.
And when it comes to British television, I saw a video where in British TV, it's a lot more of you making fun of the character, laughing at the character, as opposed to a lot of American media where you're laughing with the character because they portray them as like they're gonna win in the end, right? The American dream is to always like win in the end. So, and that is
I
a
see
very
that.
stark
Yeah, yeah.
difference between the approach in two shows.
And the British dream is to point and laugh. Yeah?
Yeah, it's always like dark and dreary. It's depressing.
Oh,
Like
God.
you've noticed that in a lot of their shows, even like the It Crowd, right?
Yeah.
Funny as hell, but when they go outside, it looks fucking depressing.
Dude,
No,
Black
yeah.
Mirror is from
Yeah.
British dudes.
My
Originally.
my wife Denise has been to the UK. Super depressing when it's cold.
Dude,
When it's cloudy,
Yeah.
most of the time it's really that way.
I've been to London and I did not see the sun at any point in time I was there.
Holy shit.
And
What is
I,
this,
I
Bloodborne?
think that going to London was the first time ever in my life of traveling that I was scared when I went out at night. As in,
Whoa.
I stumbled upon like an old part of town that just felt like I was about to get stabbed by Jack the Ripper. Like I have never felt that
Still
scared walking
Okay.
around. Like my thing when I'm traveling is that I want to walk around at night and see what the town is like at night. That's my thing. I just do that everywhere I go, and I do it in
Gotcha.
London. And I'm just like, I need to get home. I this doesn't feel right. Something's wrong. It's like spooky. It's absolutely spooky.
the werewolves running
Yeah,
around and stuff.
I've heard stories from one of our common British friends where when they spent like half the year at their place,
Yeah.
they would post like, "Oh, we went out for 2 hours because the sun was out, and then we went back inside."
Amazing.
The sun was out for
It's like
2
when
hours.
cats go to
Fuck.
the window just to catch the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like people would do that in Europe just because, like, oh, this is the only time we'll
2
see
hours.
sunlight, so enjoy
Yeah.
it while you can.
That's kind of glooming.
It's like
That's kind of depressing.
it's like an eclipse for them. Like, oh shit, we
Yeah.
gotta get the.
It's rare, like a
Yeah.
shiny.
What's an
Gyarados.
eclipse? That's every day.
Yeah, and I've also heard stories from my cousin who used to work in London, and he said like, "This fucking sucks there, dude. Everything's gray."
That's what my
Even the
wife said.
food. Even the food is gray. They don't know how to put like spice or seasoning on anything. Everything's bland.
Good.
Oh, they don't got no sauce face.
Yeah, they got no sauce face.
It's a rough watch, I'd say. But like by the end of it, I found myself like laughing a bit, so I'm gonna give it more of a shot. I need to know. It's only 2 seasons long as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's
And it's a
short.
British show, so it's over in 6 episodes, more or less.
Or 4. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give it a shot. I need to know and see how different it is from the original. Because I was telling Raffy about the secret NBC pilot for the US version of the IT Crowd,
Yeah.
and that one is a
Joel Hale.
1-to-1. That is
They
a
did the
1-to-1
same lines.
recreation. They did
Yeah.
the same
That
lines,
is-
the same jokes. None of it
And-
lands. It's terrible.
Well,
Wait.
Yeah.
What do British people call a season? It's
A
a,
miniseries?
series, right?
a miniseries,
fortnight.
right?
A cereal? I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Uh,
let's
a
ask
season.
our one British friend.
Yeah.
Everybody has at least one.
It was
Tell him to
weird
come
too
over here.
when you showed me that IT crowd thing. It was because it was actually just Moss. It was
It was
Jeff,
just Moss.
the American version
Rich.
featured Jeff Winger from Community as
Ugh.
Roy, and
That's not a
Moss
good fit.
is played by Moss,
Okay.
Oh,
and like
There's
The-
no
all the
chemistry in
comments-
there.
he does the same thing. It was the same timing. Like the comments on the YouTube were like, I like to think that this was just Moss trapped in an alternate dimension.
dude, that could work
Made
as
me
a
laugh,
one-off
so-
episode where they
Yeah.
replace.
Morphonogenic field.
Yeah.
And some
Probably
guy
like-
even synced up the performances from the first episode of IT Crowd and the American pilot, and they were the same. They were like
Oh my
They
all
were the
the
god.
same.
Moss bits.
Yeah.
All the Moss bits were absolutely the same.
That could have been like a cold open for an episode of It Crowd.
Dude,
Yeah.
It
dude,
could have been. It
Moss
would have
just
worked
wakes
better
up.
that way.
Like
Yeah.
just wakes up saying, "Oh, thank God," and then
I was
And
like,
he-
I was about to say it would have worked as like one of the credit bits of Community,
oh
but
yeah,
like
That could work. Yeah.
yeah, but with Jeff Winger and Danny Pudi instead.
Oh,
that would
okay.
work, because-
that sense, yeah.
This particular U.S. pilot was filmed before Community,
yeah.
so Jeff Winger wasn't famous
Oh.
yet.
Imagine
Winger
if it
wasn't
is
Jeff Winger.
after Community and we got Danny Pudi instead. That
Yeah.
could have
That
more
might be better,
chemistry,
right?
That
Right?
would be really good.
Because
Danny
they have
Pudi has chemistry with
chemistry
Jeff
for it.
Winger.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus,
I'll watch
like,
that.
isn't Danny Pudi also like a writer now? So he would have some input, probably.
He's also a duck
Yeah.
in DuckTales.
That might work.
I'm a duck.
Yeah,
That's
he
the
is a duck in that.
That's the last thing Larry King ever heard in his show was
Oh, yeah,
Danny
DuckTales.
Pudi saying,
I'm a DuckTales.
Larry, I'm a duck. I'm a DuckTales, Larry.
Larry, I'm in DuckTales. What do you mean? What is this rich
Larry
lifestyle
was
you're
like
talking about? I'm in DuckTales.
Was that like being rich and famous? Yeah, that.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
what do you do? Do you go on a
Yeah, yeah,
yacht?
yeah.
Do you go
Yeah,
golfing?
yeah.
Larry, I'm on
DuckTales.
DuckTales. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm not rich.
So good.
That's so good, yeah. The full pilot for that used to be on YouTube because it was actually a leak, but NBC has since like taken it down, so
All of it?
I can't find a way to get it because it was a full episode, and Raffy, the bits you've seen, it's worse than you think. Because they tried. They tried to one-to-one it, and it doesn't work.
It's
Never
just
works when you
flat,
try to one-to-one it.
and Jeff Winger is just so traditional. Like he's like
Yeah.
the
He's
alpha
Jeff Winger,
male.
but it doesn't work.
Yeah, it just doesn't work. It's
Is
like
he winging it?
something like that. Like it's just there's just a weird awkwardness and a weird grunginess to Roy, the Irish Roy, right?
Yeah.
He's a character on his own. Like if it's not Roy, I don't think like you can just sub one in, like sub
Like,
any
I-
guy
Oh, yeah,
in
yeah.
there.
Like I cannot imagine anyone else besides Roy saying
Yeah.
me legs don't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. He
Right?
has to be Irish.
He has to be Irish.
Because that's also the trope that
He has to be
director,
Irish.
writer does. He likes to put an Irishman in his show. A lot of which is protagonist. Like the same for his other show, Black Books. I forget the name of the actor, but he's also an Irishman. So there's something about that he enjoys.
Does he also
And,
put
and when it comes to at least those characters, it's very natural, right?
Yeah.
Dude, seeing that guy in a cake in the Great British Bake Off is surreal.
Oh, what really?
Yeah,
Where was
that?
he?
That
Who?
dude is a host for the
Roy?
Great British Bake.
Which one? Which dude? Which dude?
The one? No, it's
Richmond?
Richmond.
Oh, for real?
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, for real.
I guess
And
he
it's-
went from goth to boss.
Yeah, got the
No.
boss. Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing. In the Great British Bake Off, he's still he still looks weird.
He's
You're still a goth?
He was in the
No.
program.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's in the program.
And now you will start baking. don't forget to add the flour.
2, 1, go, bake. He'll put his hands up into the sky.
Show me the cake.
And he floats away.
Floats away.
Floats away.
I love those
vampire.
stupid dolly moments.
Yeah.
Yeah. Richmond's great. He comes
Man,
back
yeah.
in the last season. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Dude, yeah, for like
a
one
convert.
bit, right?
Actually, two. He was in two. Oh no, you're right. One, and then in the last
Yeah,
episode
in the final, he shows up as a goth again.
as
I
a
love-
goth again.
Maybe it was a figment of Jen's imagination. We don't know.
I
Yeah,
really love
exactly.
that he was just living.
Fucking leaves on a skateboard.
Yeah.
From goth to boss.
I guess that's it for my weeks. No new games except from playing the updates of the Genshin Impact and the Monster Hunter World. And boy, those Monster Hunter Rise updates. It's a full-on like number increase, like version 2, version 3.0.
Whoa.
No,
And I'm done
1.5.
within the night. Like,
Oh.
I played all of it in the night.
Went ham on them.
Compared to
monsters.
Genshin Impact, it's like, 1.5, 1.6. And it takes you, a week to get through all the content.
There's so much. Dude, I'm drowning in Genshin content.
Coming
I
out
can't
way
keep
too
up.
fast, I'd say.
I can't
Rise,
keep up.
Yeah, 2.0, 3.0. I'm done. 2 hours, we're done. Killed everything. Beaten the game twice. It's still good though, but yeah. Nothing new in the games aspect. So I'm gonna pass the ball to Raffy. You're a sportsman. Catch.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, he's spinning.
He's spinning it. Oh, he's doing the thing.
He's doing the Sakuragi.
Oh, block myself.
Sick.
I wanted to talk about. I also wanted to talk about IT Crowd actually because we finished it. We finished all of it. It's great to see
Nice.
they brought it out.
Including
Finished all of it.
the secret episode.
Yep,
Yeah, there's a secret episode.
I mean,
Oh, cool.
the last
Nice.
last final secret episode.
The last one, yeah.
last final secret episode, the 45-minute one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Was that it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's indeed. We finished all of it. I
The
now
one where
understand.
The one where Douglas remembered he had a robot hand.
Yeah.
What a fucking callback.
Exactly.
Amazing.
He remembered, and then punches the fucking
Car
windshield
window.
window. What a great show! I understand now why like you're saying that it should be left the way it is. I guess I understand because it's like very satisfying. It ends in a very lighthearted, not a hard ending. Also, right? Like it's they keep it a little bit
Right.
open. They just go
But
upstairs.
it's hard
and
to
then,
imagine what happens to them after the fact because it can't get any better than this, right? For these goobers.
Yeah.
And I kind of don't
Possibly.
want to see it because I think
Possibly.
it's kind of perfect in that way.
It's perfect. It's perfect. She's the coffee toss tramp bit.
That's like
Yeah, it was.
that's like
It was also
enough
very weird.
enough episode of IT Crowd now. Like like those seasons are enough for
I guess
for that
so.
show.
Actually,
I
when I
just-
was because when I started watching the show, when I started watching the show, season 2 had just ended, so we had to wait another year for season 3,
Oh,
and then we were watching it as it came out, and
Yeah.
then syempre bitin kami. So we thought that was it. Like we're never gonna get anything after season 3. Then like I think a year and a half after season 4 comes out, like oh my god, we're getting more, and then I think a little over a year after that, we get that final thing. So it was
Yeah,
a perpetual
still
thing of
more.
I was already done. Like I was telling myself to accept that this is as good as it's gonna get. We're never gonna get
Yeah.
any more.
yeah.
And then be like, oh, we got another one. And then they finish
Extra.
it, and I'm like, yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
so good.
Okay. So that's why, like, you thought it was done,
Yeah,
and then
that's why.
you still got a big,
Yeah,
chunky
it was me coming to
45
terms.
minute.
It's the stages of grief. Like
Uh-huh.
I had to go through acceptance over and over again. And then they finish it, and I'm like, oh, this is a good feeling. They did it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm really adamant about it being left alone
Being
right
done,
guess so.
yeah. I mean, you can't top that van with breasts. You can't. Where else are we
now.
gonna
I'd love
go?
the Hot Wheels of that. Holy
Yeah,
fuck.
dude, the Hot
I-
Wheels of a van with breasts.
I really thought that last episode was gonna go somewhere meta, because like Roy was already kind of fiddling with the idea of like, why does this always happen? Like, this is not a normal situation. Something like that. Like, I thought like the camera was gonna zoom out, and it's going to be a big reveal of
The
we're
show,
in
the
a
set.
TV show.
Oh no!
Oh
Would've been
god.
something. I thought it was going that way, but then they wrap it around in the ending of like, yeah, I guess they just always pull through and yada yada. That's cool. I appreciate it.
What's your favorite episode out of the?
Yeah.
There's
I don't know.
some good ones, but
There's a
top
lot.
of mind, top of
I
mind
like-
is the one with the internet. The internet is just the
Yeah,
best.
Yeah.
the
a good
internet
one.
one
That's
is
a really good
pretty
one.
strong.
I was
My
laughing
favorite-
the whole time they were mentioning the internet, like when they were hatching the plan to make the internet. Like Moss comes in and he's like, "What is Jen doing with the internet?"
And that comes into play in the super finale too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You get one bit of it, and then you're like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
god, they remembered.
Roy says something like, the internet's coming out to get us. And then, but let's get it. Jen goes and grabs the internet. I was so happy.
Like it's just in a box.
Yeah.
Stupid.
She
And
still
Dude.
had it all this
And-
time.
You
And-
know, it's such
yeah.
a good show when it has so many quotable quotes that just remind us of an entire episode. Like, me legs don't hurt, or a
Uh-huh.
van
Yeah.
with breasts, or the coffee toss tramp bitch, or
Uh-huh.
shit like that. It's
Ah,
so
God.
good.
My favorite
What's
one
its
is
operating
go for it.
system? Vista. We're all going to die.
oh, I thought the one where he was trying to convince his friend that he doesn't work on he's not a window washer.
He's not a window cleaner, yeah, Alistair. I swear.
Alistair. I'm not a window cleaner. And then the final
It's a noble
and
profession.
the final line was, "No, we don't work on iOS," something like that. I only work on Windows. And then, oh no. So
God.
good. Sorry, what is
This-
your
that-
favorite
yeah.
episode?
It's the
Migs.
same episode, Raffy, because
Uh-huh.
you remember the window and Alistair the window man. I remember the final countdown parts, which is fucking hilarious. Like the one where the dude went in and like talked to Moss about the countdown.
Oh, Countdown.
And it's-
Yeah, I
and it's-
remember Countdown. Shit, yeah.
And it's Benedict Wong. And
Yeah, I was gonna
a very,
mention. Yeah,
a very young
Zero.
Benedict Wong.
Oh,
Holy shit.
Yeah,
dude, I will
that
never
was
not see
it.
him as Zero.
It's really good.
You're
I love
right.
it. I love that. I love
We'll
that
go
show.
to the next
my
level.
God.
Street countdown. What street
man.
countdown?
What?
It's more or less the same, but out
Yeah.
on the street.
Dude, I think
What makes
all
it?
of us
What
like.
makes it so dangerous? It's cold out
It's
there.
a bit
isn't it?
chilly.
Yeah, it's a bit chilly.
Dude, I think we all love the same fucking episodes. But as far as like my mind is concerned, like Donna and I, our favorite episode is probably Me Legs Don't Work because
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
work outing.
the
game.
work
That's my
outing
favorite too.
when Roy gets wheeled into like a disabled party. It's great.
Yeah,
Mostly
yeah.
because
It's not a disabled. Well, the
But
goal was they were gonna watch
yeah.
a gay musical called
Yeah,
Gay,
yeah, a gay musical called Gay.
and then he uses the disabled toilet,
Yep.
Oh
And
no,
pulls on
it's set in the
the emergency thing instead of the flush.
Yeah.
dude. It's so
And
great.
then everything bad just happens to everyone. And it
yeah.
hits
Oh no,
so
it's
hard.
set in the 80s. What do you call it? I think that one's our favorite, mostly because whenever Donna or I, whenever our foot falls asleep, we just say "me legs don't work" and we start laughing. That's it.
It's
Yeah,
funny
there's another
because he's Irish.
There's another episode where I think Moss and Roy went into this scheme of making a calendar for their office featuring the women.
Yeah.
It's so good. Like it's
sexy,
snowballs.
sexy.
It snowballs so hard in
Go
the
forward!
end.
Go forward!
It's just it snowballs so hard that in the end they just got like dudes. Actual sons.
yeah.
Right.
The
And they still
snowballing
trying to
is
make it
great.
look sexy.
Yeah.
Fucking Roy.
My word to commemorate that episode was cavort. Like Roy throwing pillows at two nerds and saying cavort. It even shows up in the flashback. Like it like swirls around him and he hears his voice cavort. Good.
Honorable mention from me is
Uh-huh.
when Roy got the girlfriend whose parents died in a water park.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
yeah.
The sea parks.
He makes a mashed potato diorama of the sea
Oh, right.
lion show.
Gago.
There are
Yeah,
12
yeah.
exits, Moss. 12 exits. He goes about, like, what can catch on fire? Because everything's made of concrete.
Yeah.
They can't be made of wood
Yep.
because it will rot
Wood-
because of all the
all the
water.
water.
It pours down a bunch of gravy.
Gravy. Yeah.
And then when his girlfriend catches him on the computer looking up her history, what are you doing? Masturbating. Hard silent cut.
Phew. Definitely like not very deep one, but just fucking funny on the surface is the one where he looks like a magician, don't he? Jen's dating a guy who looks like a magician. God.
Her date.
Can't unsee it.
She cannot see it. And like, oh no, okay. And then, even when she's grabbing the guy's grabbing the fork with the flourish, like he's holding it up. So good.
It's not just like the overall thing. It's like a few simple jokes too.
Yeah.
Like
Sticks out, really.
when Moss tosses the coffee, planning to prank Roy with an empty version, but throws the full cup instead.
I,
Something really simple like that. Like what the hell?
Yeah.
and also Peter
Just sticks
Files.
in your mind.
Peter File.
Peter
It's a
Files. is a
Roy
classic.
ruined so many dates for Jen.
Yeah. It's also Jen's fault. I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of it is also Jen's fault.
Internet things. The one where she gets asked in a job interview What does IT mean? What does IT stand for? What doesn't it stand for? No, what do the
goes full
letters mean?
philosophical.
What do the actual letters mean? I have to go to the toilet.
Mouse, keyboard, computer things.
Computer things. Internet things is what she arrived at, I think. Okay, yeah, IT crowd, very good, very very good. I still stand by the thing of I want more of it, but modern. Same people, nothing's gonna change, but more episodes. I hope. That's just me though. That's just me. Like I want them to, because at the very end they're starting to like integrate like more modern things, like how House had that iPad Nano. And at one episode, like Random just has like, oh, we're having an iPod party. And like, who does that? Like that doesn't. Is that a thing?
It's a play on the
Was
ads,
it ever?
right?
Well,
Okay. I see.
It's now real.
Everyone is just dancing with iPods. So if you think about that in a real context, you can't hear shit because you're all wearing earphones.
That Douglas, fucking what a character, what a actor too. I think the last one that I want to bring up is, we've talked about this before, but the one where he gets talked to by his like advisor or something, that I just need you to stay in this office and not get into any trouble. Can you do that, Douglas? Can you do that? And okay, you just want me to sit here and not do anything. Yes. All right. The second he leaves, he opens the drawer and goes, "Oh wow, a gun!"
Yeah, and he's pointing in his
And
mouth.
I wonder if it's
I wonder
loaded.
if it's loaded.
And
There's multiple shots in his mouth.
He shots in his mouth. What an asshole.
And the disappointment on his face
Yeah, no.
after doing that.
Ah, shoot. Okay. So yeah, that was IT Crowd. That's a good series that we wrapped up on. I watched this movie and it wasn't super remarkable, but like the circumstances around my watching of the movie were kind of weird. Like I started watching it when Denise fell asleep, watched it on the PlayStation, and I felt like the
Whoa.
concept was really cool. It was something called Interpreter. Like The Interpreter.
Wait,
I
didn't
watched
know
that movie.
I watched that before.
I just watched that movie the other day,
Yeah?
like as part of my old movie binge.
Cool. Okay,
Yeah.
so the premise is it's Nicole Kidman. She's a translator at the UN, and when she goes back to her office in the UN, she overhears a plot to assassinate someone in a language that only she and like 8 other people in the UN can speak. So it's cool. Like it's a political thriller and all that, right?
Mhm.
I thought it was a fun movie. I thought it was actually really great. But like, so I started watching it at night, and it went on. I was playing something else, putting it in the background, and I was like, ooh, that sounds like I should pay attention to that. And I started watching. Fell asleep, didn't finish it. I tried watching it again in the morning. I watched all of it in the morning, and I got all of the story, and I was like, yo, that's really cool. I should watch that again. I just watched it again.
What, really?
What the heck?
You American barbecue
It's
this?
just-
Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it just hit me. Like it just hit me that I kind of really dug the movie. Not like it was too deep or anything, or like the twists were addictive or anything. It's like I just kind of dug the vibe of the movie, like 90s political thriller, no superheroes, like barely any action. Like it transported me to a time where this was main cinema. The main cinema was political thriller, and I was like, oh,
No, yeah.
cool. Uh-huh.
Raffy,
dig it.
like I'm totally on board with you. I didn't rewatch the movie, but I think
Uh-huh.
that is exactly why I'm on an old movie binge,
Uh-huh.
because it's so different from cinema now that it's
Mm-hmm.
like giving me good feelings of like, oh wow, things were different back then.
Yeah.
Like these opening credits are taking a while, aren't they?
Yeah.
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 is the movie done?
I mean,
is
this usually happens at the end, right? What's
Exactly.
going on?
There's a
Why are they showing the title just
Yeah.
head on?
and I started rewatching it again, right? And in the middle, I'm like, this is dumb. I shouldn't rewatch this. I just watched it. Like, I just finished it, all of it. So I went to Netflix and went to typed interpreter and look at the other kind of political thrillers there. So I picked up something. I forgot what it was. Like something of that era as well. Started watching that, and I'm like, this
Wait,
isn't
but-
the interpreter. And then just watched interpreter again. I just resumed watching interpreter.
Oh my god, what's the
I
movie
kept-
title?
I kept I don't know. It's just I just picked something up basically. I just picked something like I
Is
just
it the
let me-
negotiator? Because it
let me
rhymes
see.
with interpreter.
The mediator.
Interpreter. Something like that. Like I think I started watching I don't remember anymore. I think it was but I clicked one of these. They're not in this immediate thing. Like something like Dante's Peak or something. I don't know. Whatever.
Oh god, that's
Something like
that's
that. Like something
else.
from that era. And I was like, it's not the interpreter though. So I just resumed watching interpreter. And this happens for another few more times.
Oh god.
Like I like watched
How many
interpreter and I
times?
went through the same cycle of like, no, I've already watched this movie though. I should watch something else. Then I tried watching another thing, and then in that I was like, still not interpreter. I just went resumed.
What the heck?
Like at least
How
two
many times have
I've
you
done
watched
this.
the interpreter?
I don't know. It's just a really cool movie. Nicole Kidman's
what the heck?
posh
Are you
accent
making
is
us
really
watch the
cool.
interpreter?
Well, I already watched it, so I'm good.
Yeah.
I
He's
already
done the
watched it, but
interpreter
that
already.
was way like during when it first came out. So I guess I could
just-
rewatch it.
It just had the perfect blend of like politics and like no one was
Thriller.
trying to make a cinematic universe. Like there's no interpreter cinematic universe being teased. Like
There's
it's
no
so
after
different
credit
from,
scene.
Yeah.
No Nick Fury.
Dude, I can't wait
Yeah.
for the part where like she gets invited to the Avengers as their
Yeah.
official interpreter.
Interpreter.
No, then
You only know these 8 languages, including Wakanda.
Oh.
Ibambe, and then she goes. Yeah. I don't know why I went on that interpreter cycle. Until this day, I'm still looking for a movie that scratches that itch. So maybe if anyone has
watch-
yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
I could-
What's a
I have a lot of
recommendation
it.
for
I have a lot of
political
recs.
thriller?
Old
Yeah, there's
movie
a
recs.
lot of Rex from us.
One is The General's Daughter. Is one that's a good.
Ooh, General's Daughter,
It's a
huh?
good
Okay.
thriller. Basic is also good, but it's
Basic?
also a John
Oh,
Travolta movie. I'm not sure if it's a Netflix. I don't know.
I
And-
tried watching I remember what it is now. It was the Sandra
a
Bullock,
milk-
The Net. I started watching The Net.
Oh, that's not.
it was.
that's
it
not
wasn't
gonna be.
it. Like
That's
yeah,
not the
yeah, yeah.
interpreter. That's the one.
That's not
interpreter.
great. That's not
It's not
great.
the interpreter.
That's the gauge now. Like that's the
It's not the
That's the
interpreter.
bar. Yeah.
that's the bar.
Okay.
Oof. This is such a high bar,
It
Raffy.
was weird. Yeah. Nicole Kidman was so
Never gonna
posh,
get as good as
dude.
this.
Yeah.
This is the death note.
God damn
of
it. This is making me watch the
2000s
interpreter.
political thrillers. It was so interesting. Like, I will not lie. The reason why I started even picking it up was it showed me a trailer on Netflix, as you do, like you're browsing, right? And you mouse
Okay.
over, it shows the trailer, the trailer, and there was an African man talking to, and Nicole Kidman was interpreting for him. And in front of the African man, the panel on the United Nations thing says like Philippines. Wait a second, are they misrepresenting the Philippines as a black race?
Like
Oh.
So
I
that's
was,
what got me curious.
I was there and I was like, oh, what's going on here? And they're just
yeah.
using an empty office. That's it.
Yeah, they were
That's
just
all
using
it
an
was.
empty office.
That's
Yeah,
all
yeah,
it was. I just typed into my Google search movies similar to the interpreter. And guess what came out? It is
Net?
recommending me to watch Inside Man from 2006. Why?
There it is. The bar. The bar
That's how you
set.
got there.
Also check out Kill the Messenger. That's a kind of a
Kill the messenger.
2014 film. So it's about a biographical crime thriller film. It's based on the book about this reporter trying to like spread something, but there's CIA involvement and a lot of spy stuff and secret stuff. So. Thriller.
Yeah. Like
But I'm
if
not
you're
sure
into if you're into political thrillers, there's a ton. There's a ton out there.
Oh, what's that?
Okay.
Miggy, the classic Thumb's favorite. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
Oh,
That's
okay.
a good
I've
one.
heard about this. Yeah,
Tinker Tailor
That's a good
Soldier.
one.
It
Wait a
seems
minute,
So
The
highbrow.
John, what's his name?
That's Gary
movie.
Oldman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's
If you're
about that.
into like political thrillers, why don't you watch like Argo or something?
I watched it.
Yeah.
I watched Argo.
Okay. It's no
I was-
interpreter.
It's no
huh?
interpreter.
It's no interpreter.
It's a Ben Affleck
Okay.
movie.
You
That's
got me.
yeah.
Yeah, check out
Yeah,
Tinker
I
Tailor
went
Soldier
into-
Spy.
Yeah, I would like to see that. Like, I was searching kind of like the ideas in my head were No Country for Old Men. It's not on Netflix. And then I wanted like a big
Aw.
mystery. No Country. Yeah, it's not on Netflix. And I wanted to watch Seven because I had that on my wish list. I mean, my Netflix queue for the longest time. No longer on Netflix. Seven and what was the other one? Usual Suspects. Like those were the
Oh
ones that
yeah,
I was like,
Usual
God,
Suspects is
I
good.
wish I could watch them, and then they're not on Netflix. They're all not on Netflix, and then I just went to
Oh,
back
really?
to the interpreter. I've seen that bus blow up so many times. Okay. And the final thing I think is, I've been playing this game. I've been playing a game called Dead by Daylight, and it's a very old game actually. It's a 5-year-old game, but I've been really loving it. Like most of the people listening would know what it is. It's an asymmetrical multiplayer type deal. One person is the killer, and 4 people try to survive the killer while making a generator and all that stuff. You outrun the killer. You can lead them on a merry chase. You stealth through the level making generators. Once you complete all 4 generators, you can escape. Simple, very very simple. It's I described it to my brain as Tom and Jerry but with humans. But
Okay.
but I really kind of underestimated how deep the game was when the perk system came into play. Like, because every killer, every survivor brings like a total of 3 unique perks that only they have, and like the interaction that you get from the perks are kind of similar to kind of card games, specifically Magic the Gathering, and it's triggering my Magic the Gathering building senses of like,
Okay.
Okay.
this thing goes with this and this synergizes with this, and whenever someone sacrifices, you get this and this. Like, it's that kind of level that makes me that kind of triggered my want for it. Like, on the surface, sure, it's a killer, it's fun to stab people, it's fun to outrun the killer, whatever. But when the perk system came into play, like, for example, they some of the perks have like activated abilities where, for example, there's a perk that's called, I think it was Kindred for the survivors. Whenever the killer hooks someone, you get vision of all the other survivors and the person on the hook. But you can kind of counter that as a killer, where if you hook someone as a killer, there's a perk that gives you vision of the nearest survivor. Like something like that, like the interplay between the perks and kind of like countering builds, the killer builds, and kind of synergizing with the other people's builds. It's very, very cool. I found a cool perk that was like, what was it? When a generator is up to 70% complete, you get a loud noise notification, and you get kind of stealth as you're going towards it. And that was cool for like hunting different people from the map. Like, they never get to finish their generators because every time like every time they'd hit like 70% on the generator, I'd hear them coming and I'll get my stabs in. I also like the killers themselves are also kind of really cool. Like the newest one is a K-pop killer. Like his story is like
I saw it.
his name is All Kill, and he's kind of like a K-pop idol, but he's also a serial killer. And like at night
What
he
a
dexters
CW
his
show.
fans and stuff. Yeah. It's actually kind of a CW show. I thought it was a great idea because like especially with K-pop where a lot of it is like, oh, look pretty, look traditionally pretty, and everyone's got to be like idol status, paragon of virtue.
Right.
I love that one of those idols has a dark side and he kills people. That seems really, really cool. And they also have like a bunch of collaborations with other
Silent
horror
Hill.
franchises. Silent Hill, Pyramid
The
Heads
Halloween.
in the game.
Yeah.
Halloween, like Michael Myers. Michael Myers is really cool because like they integrate his kind of stalking. Like you know how Michael Myers in the movie is like he just watches you and then at the end he kills you because he's a big stalker man, right? Michael Myers in the game, it was so scary because the first time I went against a Michael Myers, it was Quash, our good friend Carlos
God.
from Too Much Gaming playing him. And I was running around the map. I saw Quash as Michael Myers just staring at my survivor teammate. He was just behind him doing this.
Role playing.
Yeah, behind him, like doing. He has the knife out, and he's just looking at the survivor, and then it's like the.
Is that a mechanic?
Halloween.
What is that?
No, it's
It
just
is a
lost
mechanic. No,
pouring
It is,
over
it
it.
is.
it's a
Oh,
mechanic.
really? Oh, shit.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
That's why it's
It's
so
just
cool.
lost being
No.
just role playing and
No,
trying
doesn't
to.
it give you like
I
a
wish it
speed
was.
boost or something?
No,
if you
There are levels of it. Like if you get like up to a certain level, if you get to level 2, I think it gives you a speed boost. But if you full the stock meter, which is what it's called, if you full the stock meter and you grab someone, you could just kill him on the spot. Like you
Instant
can just
kill,
stab him
not-
right there.
nice. Yeah,
In
yeah.
the
It's
you don't have
charge.
to put them on the hook 3 times. Like usually that's how you die as a survivor.
Yeah.
You get downed and you get hooked and you get down and hooked again. You get hooked 3 times, you're dead, you're sacrificed. But with Michael Myers, at any time, if he gets the full stalking on you and he grabs you, he can just stab you and just throw you on the ground, you're dead.
It's an instant kill.
That's
It's
good.
so
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Like it's so smart that they integrated the movie into game mechanics. It's just I wish it was Carlos just fucking role playing, but
Yeah, because I would imagine Carlos doing that actually.
I guess so. But it's the other side of Carlos where he's like elite gamer
Playing with
time.
food.
Yeah,
Yes,
that was
uh,
part of the tacticalness of it all.
Tactic-
Yeah, yeah.
A
It's
tactical
optimal.
serial killer. There's also Ghostface from Scream, which is also a stalking character. But his thing is the more stalks he gets undetectable. He gets like
the fuck? That's so
he the more he stares at you, the more he gets kind of stealthy. Kind of like
Oh, that's-
Ghostface in Scream.
Dude, you know what I would have wanted for Ghostface?
Okay.
That you could control 2 bodies. Because that was the thing of Ghostface. There was 2 of them.
Right, that
Right?
was the twist.
Spoilers.
You could
That's why they
switch
were
between the 2. Yeah, oh, fuck. Spoilers, really? For Scream?
Could have been.
That's how he could teleport. Because there were 2 killers.
That is true. His mechanic was so that you stare at him, right? And his stalking he can do from behind cover, so he can go like this. when you you're
Nice.
behind cover and you
Nice.
activate stalk as Ghostface, he goes like, "Ooh." And
Oh,
then
that's sick.
as an additional mechanic, players can try to reveal Ghostface by looking at his direction, because that's how he is in the movies, right? Like they look around and then he's like just staring at you, and then he runs away. That's I thought it was really, really cool.
Oh,
Like,
man. It would have been peak. It would have been peak.
It would have
if
been.
you could switch between two
two
like ghost
dudes.
faces. Yeah, dude. Because that was the whole thing in the movie. Oh.
Mhm. Well, it does exist. Like there are characters that have multiple people. Like I think just this morning, my wife made me laugh. She saw the twins, which is like a guy, and inside the guy is ripped apart, and there's like a smaller guy inside of the guy, like a chimera, I guess. Is that correct?
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
yeah, sure. There was a guy here. Like there's a big rip, and there was another guy inside. And my wife just goes, "Oh, like a kangaroo."
Sick.
She's not wrong.
Pretty great.
not wrong.
It's not
Joey.
wrong, but it's, yeah, sure. Okay,
Well,
kangaroo. Gotcha.
He's not
Um,
gonna be terrifying anymore.
Yeah,
Now that
I'm
we
just
have
gonna.
that knowledge.
Oh, there's the kangaroo.
The kangaroo man, little Joey
and
there.
the big collaboration team up for the 5 years is the Resident Evil collaboration. I'm sure you've heard of it. It's Nemesis coming into the game, and he's bringing not one but two survivors. It's Chris and what was it?
No, it's
Oh, no.
Leon and Jill Valentine.
Leon and Jill.
Leon and Jill.
Leon and Jill. And all I wanted in my life was it should have been Chris, and the killer should have been a boulder. Just a giant boulder rolling around.
Dude,
But that's
that would
not
be
fair because
so
the boulder
great.
would lose.
I would think the killer should be Chris,
Not
and the
balanced.
survivor is the boulder, so that Chris will hunt
Yeah,
him
Chris
down.
would just punch the shit
RE7
out of that thing.
Chris, yeah.
You all
Because-
4 survivors become boulders.
Chris today is, yeah, no, Chris today is OP. I don't think
Chris
he's
today-
he's survivor material. Like if
Dude,
ever
Chris
it's Ethan,
today
Okay.
you
is
can
on so
fill that
many
role.
steroids.
Yeah.
So many.
He looks like a boulder himself. He's become what
Dude.
he's so weird. He's become
He's on
what
so
Amazing.
many
Rock.
steroids that like he can't continue the bloodline himself.
Yeah, in order to fight monsters, you have to become one.
he became a boulder.
The most bio
wouldn't-
weapon.
It would have been great though, a giant boulder
Dude.
rolling around the Dead by Daylight.
Dude, I could totally get behind like the boulder being the killer, and when you attack someone, they have to successfully input a quick time event. Like you
Oh,
see
God.
L1 R1 on the screen,
yeah,
Mash
but since
X.
you're playing on keyboard, you don't know.
Yeah. If not,
The
it
prompt punch
katamaris you
boulder
around.
Yeah, dude.
It katamaris you around.
You're one of me now, and then you are with the boulder.
That's just Legion from Castlevania.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Grand Falloon, you mean?
Oh, Grand Falloon.
Yeah,
right.
it is Grand Falloon. Yeah, I think that's it. Dead by Daylight is a cool game. I would like. I've been all this week. I've only been playing Dead by Daylight. A little bit of R6 sprinkled around, but mostly Dead by Daylight. Trying to get my killer level up. I like it. I enjoy it. I enjoyed the brewing. It's so the interactions. Someday I would like. I dream of playing the game with you boys as well.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, and okay, let me just end my bit with our regularly scheduled ow flexing like a mouth.
Okay.
This one comes from What We Do in the Shadows season 2. I've been starting to rewatch that as
shit.
well because Matt Berry. And this is the part where they they go over to their neighbor's house because they thought that they were watching something called a superb owl, and it was a Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl,
The
yeah.
Super Bowl.
Vampires really like owls, something like that. And Nadia was asking like, "What is the temperament of the owl today?" It's actually really funny. And so they get toured around the house, and the guy was showing off his house, and he gets to his Ocean's 11 memorabilia, and he goes, and here it is, the crown jewel of the house, the world's largest collection of Ocean's 11 memorabilia. Brad Pitt's tinted sunglasses from where he first shows up. Ooh, Scott Conn bobblehead, mint condition. It's like they did some decent world building in Ocean's 11, but it all pays off in Ocean's 12. Then Matt Berry just goes, "You need to fucking stop talking about the sea." Good show, What We Do in the Shadows.
Berry.
Thank you, Matt Berry, for being a mensch. That's it. That is I. Pass the ball.
All right, Migs, it's up to you.
Bring us home, baby.
All right. I'm gonna start with what I've watched for the past 2 weeks. It's still a trudge because I haven't had any shows that are worth mentioning. Like there's The Tick, and I haven't finished it yet. And
Oh, that's fine.
yeah, and what's it? I started watching a show called Startup. It's on Amazon Prime, and it was recommended to me by Emile from Noobs and Cubes.
Okay.
It's an interesting show because it's about a startup that's about cryptocurrency and some sleazy dudes are trying to use that startup for money laundering things. So
Right.
it's
Okay.
kind of interesting. It's not like a show like Silicon Valley. It's more like Breaking Bad-ish. Like it's similar to Breaking Bad. Like it's a crime show, and it stars Martin Freeman, who's Bilbo Baggins.
Shit. The Hobbit? All right.
Yeah, who's also in The Office.
Yeah, actually.
But
I didn't know that part.
yeah, Martin Freeman's scarier for some reason. Like he's
Really?
like he's like villain / anti-hero in this show. So it's kind of interesting seeing that because
Okay.
like whenever we see Martin Freeman on other shows, he's basically like Watson or just
Yeah.
this guy who doesn't have any idea what's going on. That
Awkward
kind
man.
of character.
Yeah.
This one, he's an FBI agent who's into the money, and he's trying to outdupe the money launderers by getting their share or something like that. So the protagonists are getting into this dangerous yet potentially delicious sandwich of gangsters and FBI agents who's trying to get their money or something like that. I haven't finished it yet, but I'm willing to finish it. It's on Amazon Prime, so I'm gonna rec it. Oh, I guess that's the rec.
Whoa.
Oh.
But yeah, what I
I'm
watched
worried.
is one movie that's on Netflix, and it's Army of the Dead by
Oh,
Zack
I've
Snyder.
heard bad things.
Batista.
Yeah.
That's what we want. Give us what we want.
I enjoyed it.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's generally bad, but there's something there. I don't know,
But-
there's ideas there. That's what
Is
I'm
it like
saying.
a
There's
fun
ideas
turn your
there.
brain off kind of movie?
Exactly. Yeah.
Because as long as I
Junk
don't
food.
Spider-Verse it, I think I can enjoy it.
Yeah.
Is there an army at least?
Set your expectations low. There's no Army of the Dead.
Oh, what?
What?
Dude, they probably just ran out of titles
Of
for
Army?
the Dead. But yeah,
Okay.
the premise is it's kind of fun. The premise and the lore is kind of fun because allegedly the military is developing like a WMD bio weapon that can control soldiers by using like zombie gas or something that turns people to mindless drones or zombies.
Okay.
And that's the thing that's the origin of the zombification. And they have this test subject who is a military man, got basically escaped the convoy, sets his sights to Las Vegas, and just infected everyone in Las Vegas. And then that's like the first few minutes, and then what happened is something interesting is that they went with the title card and the intro and all, and it's just like, you know, Zack Snyder being a fan of slow-mo action scenes. He did that, and then he did that plus there's like there's music going on while it's playing, and then there's typography going on, which kind of okay, this is interesting. This looks really good. Like they had
with
this,
the kinetic typography.
they have this like this how can I describe it as a designer? Like they use thin font types that is neon pink, so the stark contrast with the violence and the title cards going in and out while the music's playing and in slow mo. It's kind of cool. Like it looks really cool. Like that moment, it's good. Like it's cool. It's kind of corny, but at the same time, hey, it's different than, you know, like, oh, that's just the intro of a zombie movie, and then something happens, and then boom, something of the dead. They did something kind of classy here.
Cool. So like when you were describing it, I thought you were going from a like Suicide Squad angle with like the weird shit they do to introduce all of the characters.
It's close to that. It's almost close to that.
Kind
Like
of
remember
Zombieland?
when
But good.
yeah, but good. Like remember when Zack Snyder first debuted his director career, he did the remake of Dawn of the Dead yata with
That was
James
him?
Gunn writing the thing.
Okay.
So they have similar
Right, yeah, that
lighting.
was him.
They have similar like directorial techniques or something like that. But yeah.
So it's kind of like the Suicide Squad, like kinetic typography, but good. So it's kind of like Polar with Mads Mikkelsen.
No, Polar's kind of crazy. It's still crazy.
It is crazy.
This is
yeah, that's
like,
true.
The typography here is controlled.
This one's classy. Is what
Really
you're saying.
classy. Like
Okay.
like gothic type tall font family thing. It's once you see it, you will go, wow, they went with this type of thing. And then another thing about the intro is that they kind of tell a story already on what's happening. Like okay, so Vegas got infected, and then there are like a collective of mercenaries who's trying to help people from getting out of Las Vegas. And then you suddenly see Dave Bautista's character. You suddenly see the other heroes' characters helping. So they've already established that these guys are in there before the story starts. Like they already have history. And then they have this weird scene where they're posing in the actual camera. Like they have this photos set studio while chaos is happening outside. This is kind of a weird shot, and it's kind of, it intrigues me a bit, but at the same time, it's kind of cool. But again, it's corny, but it's different.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, the main premise is like after all these years that Vegas got contaminated and there's no hope in getting rid of the zombie horde in Vegas, they decided to just close Vegas and just enclose it with containers so that the zombies won't get away. And the premise of the movie is that, like in the synopsis, like the same heroes, the same mercenaries as Dave Bautista, they've been hired by Japanese man Hiroyuki Sanada, who's Scorpion in Mortal Kombat, to retrieve like a bunch of money in his casino. And that's it. That's the main thing of Army of the Dead. And there's some twists here, and I think the twist in this movie is that the zombies aren't as dumb as they are. Like they introduced alpha zombies, which is a hit or miss, because they're basically faster and smarter than your average zombie, and they can think. And it goes beyond stupid, because they've established hierarchy amongst ranks. So the military man that was Patient Zero was the king of this new zombie kingdom that's in Las Vegas, and he has a queen and all. He has servants, and then we found out later in the movie. I'm just gonna spoil it for you guys because I'm not sure if it's fine to not be spoiled in this weird dumb movie.
Like,
But-
I'm probably going to watch it, but I don't mind.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
they
I'm okay with it.
introduced birthing amongst the zombies.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Yeah.
Multiplying
How
zombies.
does that work?
And basically the king zombie and the queen zombie has been, I guess, having zombie sex, and then they when they killed the queen zombie, of course the king zombie like finds out and retrieves the body to check if what happened to the woman's body, and then we found out that after like slicing through her guts, there's a baby. There's a pretty there's a little zombie blue baby, and that's the weirdest thing in that movie. There's
Okay.
something there. Like they're building something there. Like they're building lore on
That
how the
feels
zombies
like-
work.
That feels like the Ice King in
Game of
Adventure
Thrones.
in Game of Thrones picking up a baby, then we never hear about it again.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
right.
exactly.
Oh,
Like-
The
right.
first thing that happens
They're-
in that silly show.
They're trying to establish some setting or lore, but you won't get the full gist of it in this movie because the zombies died. I mean,
So it's
They-
just like Game of
they
Thrones.
finished it. Yeah, they finished the whole thing. Like they killed the king zombie, the queen zombie died, so the baby zombie didn't even like grew or get born.
Okay.
What is
Um,
what is the concept of a baby zombie? Does a baby zombie just know how to zombie, or does King Zombie and Queen Zombie have to nurture it into a good working, society contributing zombie man?
I have no idea, dude. Like,
Does
how
it come
how
out dead already?
Yeah,
Yeah,
does it come
because-
out dead?
They already came out dead during that scene, and how the alpha zombies work here is
Alpha zombies.
Yeah, like they call themselves alpha zombies because they're faster, they're smarter, but it's weird because they know that people go inside Las Vegas, so
Huh.
they set rules.
Huh?
So, like for example, your hunting party, a party of humans who goes in Las Vegas, and you want to rummage inside Las Vegas, retrieve something, you have to offer a sacrifice to the alphas, and they will not like
Attack you.
They won't
attack
mess with you?
Yeah, they
What
won't
the
mess
fuck?
with you. Yeah, it's so
What is
Culture.
this?
Interesting.
they have this thing. They have this zombie lore that they're
how are
building
we?
up.
Zombie
How are we
society?
sure? How are we sure that these zombies just aren't just I am legending it?
No, they
Yep.
did. They
It's
did
bi-
show
it's
it.
big
Like
I
They're
am
actually
legend.
zombies.
there's a scene where like Dave Bautista's team actually offered a human sacrifice, and then
Oh.
the alphas came in, and then they just left them, just leave them be. So it's kind of interesting.
Okay.
But yeah, it's not enough for one movie, to be honest.
I
Like,
will I will try it, but the overall feelings I'm getting from the internet is that it was a terrible movie. But
But why?
but I feel like they might be overblowing their expectations, and this might just be a turn your brain off fun popcorn movie.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Looks like it, but
that's
Tista's
what I-
in it.
Yeah, that's what I get into. Like, I mean, that's what my expectation was getting into this movie. Like, it's fine. It's Zack Snyder. We've already seen Justice League.
Yeah.
There's no going back into how absurd or like the popcorn movie his movies can get, because that's his style. Like, it's mostly action and plot wise, turn your brain off for
Yeah.
full effect.
Don't
So-
go
Yeah.
in there
It's fine.
expecting that it's going to be like The Interpreter or some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's no interpreter. Yeah.
Yeah, this is not the Citizen Kane of zombie movies. So that's
Aye.
something. Let's just turn your brain off. Enjoy Dave Bautista trying to be John Wick, and trying to be
Okay.
smart.
Mhm.
That's his
Trying to be.
thing, right? Like Dave Bautista, when he's trying to get roles, he's not into the buff man, bunga bunga character. He wants
Yes.
intelligent.
Okay.
He wants
At
intelligent.
least he tries.
That's
to
how
be,
he landed the
Smart
role of
Hulk.
Drax, of course.
Yeah, he was quick. He's quick enough to catch it.
No,
Yeah,
like
dude.
the case in point, the Blade Runner movie. Like it was a weird
Right,
role
I
for him.
forgot.
I completely
super
forgot.
What a
There for like
Completely
10
forgot.
minutes.
The intro,
amazing
the
performance.
caretaker man.
I completely forgot
Dave
that
Bautista.
Batista was in there.
Dave Bautista is interesting, man.
He's a thespian,
His-
man. He
His,
forgot.
his dream. His
Give
dream
him what he
role.
wants.
His
Dude,
dream
I-
role
I-
is
I
cannot
learned,
wait.
Okay.
I cannot wait for the Dave Bautista musical where he reprises his role as Drax on stage.
oh man, because
I
there's
learned-
something is
That
Yes,
the give me what I want thing, like you know how that promo went like Triple H, you son of a bitch, blah blah blah. I walked out, give me what I want, and he just keeps getting bigger and bigger, like saying just give me what I want the whole time.
Yeah.
He confessed like on an interview that he actually really just forgot his lines.
That sounds.
a
It
method
looked
actor.
like he forgot his lines. Yeah.
They were waiting for each other's cue, and the last thing that Batista remembered was "Give me what I want," and he just shouted it over and over again at Triple H.
Oh, what a
Yeah.
thespian! That's
also
What a
also
thespian.
related to interviews. I think I mentioned this to Raffy on his stream that he was gunning for a role for Bane in a Batman movie.
that would
And
make sense.
I thought he didn't want to be an
And-
Unga Bunga man.
And no, because Bane is calculating and smart.
Oh, he's smart,
Bane,
right?
Bane is
Yeah,
smart.
sure.
Yeah.
Think,
Bane is
Batman,
smart.
think.
The thing is, like, the Warner Brothers XX, like, shunned him. And then there's another instance down, they're trying to get him in the Fast and Furious movie.
Okay.
And
Uh-huh.
then he said, you know what? I don't like this. What if? And then he went in and opened up What If Marcus Phoenix movie. And then they didn't get back to him again.
Oh,
Yeah. He said
great.
no.
The dude-
he
the
denied
dude
a
wants
part
what he
in
wants.
Fast and the Furious to
Dude,
pitch
like,
That's
to pitch
dumb.
the Gears of War.
dude,
And then-
the man is keeping Batista down, and he needs that same Hugh Jackman energy. He needs that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
that career where he becomes a musical man.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the same interview, like he said that his dream job is something that even the interviewers were surprised of. And he
It's his
said,
dream job.
and dream role.
Okay.
As an actor, he said that my dream role is to be Ernest Hemingway. And then he was,
What?
What? Really? And then
What?
he explained that Ernest Hemingway's life is interesting and how he died was interesting. And so it's, wow, okay, sure.
What if Ernest Hemingway was buff?
Was Jack.
I was just
Yeah,
about
yeah.
to say, how buff was Ernest Hemingway?
But I don't know. Maybe he's
And
gonna
then,
go do
like, cut
method,
to-
you know?
Cut to
Christian Bale.
Ernest Hemingway's actual preserved office and people trying to lift the pen. It is so heavy. The quill and
Dude,
the parchment
This
that
is how
he
heavy my
actually had was weighted.
literary works are.
Yeah.
You need to be strong to write it.
Fuck. I just looked up like a photo of Ernest Hemingway and like wait.
Is he buff?
no, keep
Uh-oh.
going. But like
Okay.
I gotta share this with
All right.
you.
But yeah, that's.
Uh-oh.
I mean, he could. Going off his role from fucking that future movie where he was a replicant man.
Mhm.
I forget the title already.
Blade Runner.
Like he can, yeah, he can fucking old country for no man, whatever.
yeah, but
The
he's too
grungy,
big, though.
tired dad.
Oh yeah,
Right, but he can be the grungy, tired, jaded dad, and he could land a role like
he
that.
he was going for that kind of mood in the Army of the Dead. Like he's an old.
But the setting is
Vet.
zombie.
Yeah, that's exactly. But anyway, that's Army of the Dead. Like it's not really that bad. Like you could still get
Okay.
something out of it, like that weird
I'm-
zombie lore that
I'm
they've
surprised
established.
I'm surprised at the backlash it's getting because when I saw the poster, I'm like, yo, it looks like a dumb movie.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, what were people
The
expecting?
first-
That's what I'm
Yeah,
thinking.
it's Batista.
who-
There's dead in the title. Like, oh, it's
Yeah.
Batista zombies.
And it's already a zombie movie, so what are they expecting? Like,
Yeah,
aside from it being
exactly.
dumb.
I'm
So-
I'm
It's-
baffled, dude.
It's
I
a
really
zombie.
wonder as well because
Zack
I've heard
Snyder,
nothing
too.
but bad things. So
They're expecting
I've
some
heard
kind
things
of
that
enlightened.
fall within my expectations. Oh,
Like,
sorry, go ahead,
yeah.
Raph.
No, sorry. Like I was just echoing. Like, who would look at that, see zombies, Batista, Las Vegas, and then would expect some enlightened like auteur piece?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
who would walk into that thinking, "Oh, I can't wait. I hope it's like Interpreter."
It's probably Batista.
A literary masterpiece.
Dude, speaking of, there's that picture of
Worthy
Ernest Hemingway, in mod
Hemingway,
chat.
Yep.
Oh,
There it
okay.
is.
I'll check it out.
Okay, that's more
So-
believable.
Yep.
Shotgun.
Yep.
Yeah, I could see Batista doing it.
Oh my!
I can see
fucking God.
Batista half naked in a
Sure.
bathroom with a shotgun. I can see
yeah,
that.
I could see
The
Batista
pen is
being
mightier
that.
than the sword, but
the
gun.
the gun. Yeah.
Didn't
Gun is
Ernest
better.
Hemingway also say, "Write drunk, edit sober," something to that effect?
Mm.
Is that him?
Okay.
I think that was
Sounds
him.
like Yoko
That-
Taro.
No, I
Yeah,
think
sure.
Yoko Taro is just right drunk and that's it.
That's
Ramen.
it.
Yeah,
Right,
right
yeah.
drunk, pass out. Let Platinum Games do it.
Right drunk, pass out, eat ramen.
Every day.
Yeah,
Every day.
every day.
So, games.
Anime, not a mistake.
Yo, I played the game. I played a lot of games.
I think you have some
Nice.
very exciting news about games.
Oh yeah. So this week I bought a
Game
Switch.
us, bro.
Finally bought a Switch.
Yay!
Switch.
Welcome,
I
one
bought
of us.
I bought the Ring Fit bundle because that's where I was going through when I was thinking, should I buy a Switch and what is the main reason why I should buy a Switch? And my main one is Ring Fit, so that's the thing. And then
Ring Fit's
of course,
a good reason.
yeah, Ring Fit's a good reason. I really hope that, like, I was thinking, I would break even if by 1 year I would shed off 40 pounds out of this thing, like using out of this thing.
Damn.
But let's see. But aside from that, yeah, I bought a Switch online, so I didn't physically check it. It was in good condition. I bought a Switch Ring Fit bundle and then one game, which is Monster Hunter Rise. The unit is okay. It's a weird. There's one weird thing where the HDMI cable is kind of wonky and it's not working properly as intended.
Did you isolate that? Is it the cable or is it the dock?
It's the cable because the PS4 HDMI that I got
It's fine.
is fine. It works in my TV monitor, but
Mm-hmm.
in the TV outside, which is in the living room, it's not working at all. Like,
So is it the TV's port then? That's the issue?
I'm not sure too, because if it's the dock that's the problem, then why did it work on my computer monitor? So
So
I'm
the
not
dock
sure.
and the included cable work, but it doesn't work on the TV in your living room.
yeah,
So
Yep.
maybe it's the TV's port then.
probably. But anyway, it's fine. Like I could buy like a new HDMI cable that would solve the problem, hopefully. But yeah, that kind of made my experience with Ring Fit a bit difficult because I didn't get to play it on a big screen. And
Yeah.
since I
Right.
already have a new chair in my room, so the room's kind of a bit stuffy right now, so I don't have any space for me to kind of exercise using the Ring Fit. So what I did was I just used the small ass screen, like the small ass Nintendo Switch screen,
Yeah.
as my monitor for the Ring Fit. It's fine. I kind of enjoyed it. It's fine. It's nothing like, sure, like Ring Fit Adventure plot is just, hey, I'm an active man, found the ring called Ring that's voiced by someone,
Dude,
some Spider-Man voice actor. It's probably Josh Keaton or
Dude, I don't trust Ring. Ring is suspicious. I do not trust that Ring. Like
Dude.
he keeps telling you to beat up this man who's minding his own business, exercising in places.
dude. He's just
and
making
I don't
games.
trust him. I don't trust him. Like that big demon guy, he's just exercising, bothering no one.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
It's like a
yeah,
Men in
so
Black.
that's like the story. Like Ring is trying to be your new assistant or fitness partner, and then
personal
for
trainer.
some new reason, you keep bumping into these former partners of Ring, who is just minding their business. But Ring said, "Oh no, it's the bad guy. You have to do
Defeat
squats to defeat him," and then it's just making you get more problems. Gameplay wise, incredible.
Right? It's so real. You think it's going to make you do play exercises, but no, it's real.
This is not Wii tennis.
It's not
or
Wii Sports.
Wii Sports,
Yeah.
Wii boxing. It's not. I don't know how Wii Fit works though, because I haven't tried it.
You stand on a
No,
board.
Wii
Yeah, there's
Fit
a
is
board,
some
right?
bullshit, man. It's just a yoga board.
Yeah,
It's yoga,
board.
yeah.
This, I don't know how they do it. Like, it's kind of effective because you use like the left Joy-Con and stick it in your thigh with the support with the leg support harness, and then the one with the ring thing, like it's basically a resistant band that you can
Yeah.
push and pull.
Yeah.
And for like the quality of the thing is actually durable, so it's
Yeah.
I was getting like I'm pulling pressure there.
You tried to break it and
Yeah,
it wasn't doing it.
I tried to break it. It's not budging, and it's effective. And another feature that I didn't expect is that they have a heart rate monitor or a pulse monitor hidden.
Using
the
the
Joy-Con?
infrared sensor of the Joy-Con,
Yeah,
right?
using the IR sensor. So you like
I didn't know it could do that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
So what you do is like this is the Joy-Con, right? Like this IR sensor, you just hold
The right
it.
one.
You hold it and you cover it, and then for a few
With your
seconds,
thumb.
yeah, for a few seconds, Ring Fit
Oh,
will just
sick.
monitor your heart rate or your pulse rate, and it's
Yeah,
accurate
yeah.
for some
Sick.
reason. It's
Amazing.
fucking accurate. It's,
Friggin'
it's-
Yeah,
the Wii
yeah.
accessory that never came out.
yeah, exactly.
It's using the IR sensor to like get you an accurate heartbeat, like
That's so
heartbeat sensor.
cool.
It's great.
So
I didn't know it could do that.
it's
There's a reason why these controllers are expensive.
yeah, exactly. So it's nuts. Like the thing works, like the hardware works, and not only that, it is accompanied by a great video game or software that really does give you like weird. Actually, I was about to say weird exercises because I don't really.
Do those, right?
No, yeah, and I don't get the thing where you just raise the ring and then you squeeze it in the gorilla press motions. Like, what does it do? Like, it is not a push and pull mechanic like what you normally do for shoulders. Like you lift and then you squeeze.
Yeah.
So I never do. Maybe because of the pecs, like you do
Yeah.
the thing.
These
Maybe
are
that's
Yeah.
the thing that they're trying to emulate.
It's kind of
So-
flies.
And they also incorporate some yoga positions or movements also in the mix because what the process is or what the game is like when you start a session, you first do cardio, which is like light run or light jogs, and then when you encounter enemies, that's where you go to fit battles or fitness battles, which is your monster like the monster has HP and you deplete HP by doing exercises.
Yep.
So-
Their HP is really just your sets.
Yeah, basically basic
Yeah.
sets. And each exercises has categories like basically they're color coded, so I'm not sure how they fall into each category, but for sure blue is for yoga or some shit. No. Green is for abs, for core exercises, and then red is arms, yata. And then
Yeah. I think red is arms, yellow is legs, green is abs. Like something like that, right?
And
Something
purple
like
is like full body because squats. That's how they like categorize squats. And dude, like those exercises are really sneaky. Like I was expecting them to just do this movement and just go with it. But what the game does is that at the first like 5 reps or first 10 reps actually, like the first set, what they will do to you is that you do the movement, but you pause mid movement. So if you squat, you pause through the when you were squatting, right? You pause when you were in the thing, when you're in horse
hold
stance.
it.
You hold it for 2 to 3
Wow.
seconds. For 10 reps, that's hard. Like
That
suddenly
is hard.
squats are hard.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, they ask you to speed up and stop
Yeah.
doing the hold.
Which is the normal thing that you do when you're
Yeah.
doing exercises. So
but you
each
your legs would be
exercise-
dead by then.
yeah, each exercise does that. Even like the knees to chest, which is the leg raises for the abdominals. So it's really hard. Like anything, any exercise will be very difficult. Like will be harder and more effective if you do a hold, I guess, in the middle.
Yeah. What do you call it? I remember back when I still used to go to the gym, my personal trainer was telling me, do it slow and hold it because that way you can really feel which muscles you're hitting. And when I got onto like Ring Fit and they started telling me to hold moves, I'm like, okay, this is legit. This is totally legit. It's
Oh,
trying to get me to
no.
target the muscles.
I guess I was taught wrong by Robert.
Robert, your personal
Like,
trainer?
like,
What the fuck?
like, no.
No,
like Thirsty Bird
his
when we were
friend.
doing the
Thirsty
gym, right?
Oh,
Like
okay.
when we were when we were doing like for example chess,
Okay.
chess, we attack it. We attack it. we do
Yeah, like
some
it's your enemy.
we do some bench presses, so
Like it's your enemy.
and then you don't hold it like
You do the
You just go hard.
like yeah, go hard. Like
Yeah.
that's the philosophy of Thirsty Bird. Like
like
he
that
doesn't believe
episode
in
of Close
cardio.
Enough.
Yeah, he doesn't
He
believe
doesn't believe in
He
cardio?
doesn't
What
believe
the
in-
hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, no
That's Thirsty
cardio is
Bird.
overrated.
Okay, that's Thirsty Bird. I can believe that he would say that to you.
Yeah. But God, Ring Fit is legit for sure. So far I just finished like the first
Village.
like episode, the first
Yeah, yeah,
village, and at first I didn't know that you have to do it like straight 3 stages. You have to do it as one session because during my first trial, I did stages 1 and 2, and then the next day, the boss, which is okay. The boss is hard. Like the bosses
boss
are the
is
real,
hard.
like the superset. Like you superset it, but it would be like the correct way to go through the game is that you finish one village or one chapter because that's like the whole session.
I actually just play until the game tells me, yo, maybe you should take a break.
Yeah, exactly. Like maybe you should, it's time for your stretching.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. The
this
game
is-
will tell
so
you.
This is where you have to stop.
Uh-huh.
So it's good. Like they care about it's not just a game. They have like they care about procedure and I guess the proper way of exercise. Like before you even go through the game, you do dynamic stretches, and the
Yeah.
game instructs you to do dynamic stretches. And then after your session, that's where you go do the cold.
You do the
stretches.
static stretching.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the static stretch. So it is nice. Like so far I'm just touching the adventure part. So I haven't even done the free mode or the whatever modes that they have and on the other side of the game. So
You should totally try the free mode challenges because it's like how many chest presses can you do?
Oh,
How
shit.
many I think there's another one where how long can you hold the ring like
okay.
like there are challenges like that and it's super great too.
Yeah, I mean that could be a good thing to do like every once a week.
Yeah.
But yeah. Aside from that, I try to check out the other games because if you get a Switch, you get a 7-day trial for Nintendo Online.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
7 days long.
Yeah, for the trial. So I got free stuff like Tetris 99, Pac-Man 99. Pac-Man 99, I'm not a fan. I suck at Pac-Man.
Really?
So
Okay.
I really don't. I mean, I could try it again, maybe do a few games, but it's not. It's not as impactful as Tetris 99 for me. Like Tetris 99, we've done that before and we know strategies already. So
Yeah.
that's already in our brains. Pac-Man 99 is different because you're running in a maze, and then I'm not sure how the power-ups work or how it affects the board if you're targeting attackers or near KO or badges, so stuff like that.
What do they throw at you? Do they throw like ghosts? Or
Yeah, they
stuff?
throw ghosts, and then they throw power-ups to ghosts. Like I saw something like one ghost becomes like a snake, so
The
it
hell?
leaves trails.
Whoa.
So it makes the ghost's hitbox longer. So it's kind of nuts.
Damn. Okay.
It's hectic. It's more hectic than Tetris, I guess. But if you do know how to play Pac-Man, you wouldn't have any problem with it, like Tetris. So, other demos I've seen and tried. I tried Wii Fit Boxing or Wii Boxing or Switch Boxing. It has a trial.
You got the demo for that. I hear that's actually really good, and some people actually prefer that over Ring Fit.
Yep.
I
I
don't.
heard also.
Really?
Really? Okay.
As someone who practices boxing, I mean, it's a good beginner step, I guess, because
Wait,
it
did you get Ring Fit Boxing 1 or 2?
2.
There's a 2.
there's a
There's a demo for 2. Okay.
I did too. Like it is okay as a starter if you want to learn how to box, because it teaches you your footwork. It teaches you how to place your right feet and your left feet, right foot, left foot, and then it kind of teaches you how to move in rhythm. But I'm not a fan of how slow the game is when it comes to the actual
okay.
punching. Like it goes into the rhythm, which is it's fine because it teaches you hand-eye coordination and arm and foot coordination, I guess. So it's crucial in boxing. But since I'm already like familiar with that fundamental, I am expecting some sort of faster thing, like a faster game. So if the game tells you to do a jab strong and a jab straight and then a jab, it forces you to throw these punches in rhythm with the song. So you can't even like throw it at max speed like how your coaches will try to tell you to. So because that's how you train boxers. Like you
It's
punch
probably
fast.
because the controllers can't register that speed accurately, I guess.
That too. Like the controllers, it's almost there, but it's still missing some straights that I throw or jabs that I throw. But overall, it's a good basic teaching tool if you want to go into boxing, and it works. Like it also tracks calories, mostly calories, because boxing is a cardio based workout. The other application I tried was the jump rope one, the free jump rope app,
Okay.
which is it's nice because you just mimic jump roping using your Joy-Con.
Without strings.
Yeah, and it's a
Without
kind
the
of
rope.
it's kind of effective because it doesn't gauge you by timer. Like there's just one bar on the right side, and you just have to fill it up. So if you have a goal of 100 jumps, you do it, and
Okay.
you are like focused on the bar that you don't have to like think of how many minutes are there already, because that's also my trouble when doing jump ropes when I was working out boxing. Like it's always 3-minute intervals of jump rope. So if you are kind of wearing out, you'll just get distracted by the timer. But at least in this app, it's just one bar that you have to fill up. So it makes you want to finish it more or faster. So stuff like that. So it's
Like-
nice. It's
Like, I think as far as fitness things go, though, on the Switch, like, Ring Fit is really hard to beat. Right?
yeah, it's really hard to beat. Like that's the best one, I guess. But
So good. Raffy, you should totally try it. I swear.
if you really want to
It's in
go
the dog.
hardcore with it, I suggest get the demo for boxing for Ring Fit for Switch boxing or
Ring Fit.
Wii boxing,
Right.
Fit boxing, whatever. That boxing game, and
Yeah.
also get the jump rope. So what you do is you do the boxing first, and then you do the jump rope first, and then you do the boxing second, and then Ring Fit. And that's
Whoa.
yeah, like,
The gauntlet.
The gauntlet. Like the jump rope and the boxing demo is their cardio. Aside from the cardio that you're gonna get from Ring Fit, so it's just added exercise to
Dude,
make it like full on.
I wouldn't mind a full-on Raffy graffiti fitness stream with Ring Fit. That's one of the things I want to see.
Ooh, and we
Sponsor
can
mo.
ring fit along. Oh,
We could.
Oh,
we can all
Dude.
ring fit along.
dude, your squat cam would just turn into general exercise cam.
Yep, ring fit cam.
Yeah, I would watch that. I would even like train. Like I would even exercise with you when you're doing it.
Sounds fun.
Yeah,
Sounds
man.
fun. I would like.
Community Ring Fit. It's
How
like
much
that,
you cop the ring fit
that,
for?
that thing.
Community
it's
ring
like,
fit nights.
It's like that weekend get-togethers with your aunts in the malls.
Yeah.
It's an
yeah,
iPod
yeah.
party.
Raffy has a question. Raffy has a question.
How much you cop the ring fit for?
It's in the bundle, but I think if you're gonna get the Ring Fit itself, it's just like $5K, $4,999.
What? Really?
Yeah, it's
It's just a
expensive.
peripheral.
Yeah, because it comes with the ring itself.
The gear,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
a sale price I remember was 4K.
Oh no,
Yeah.
Raffy's face.
Check
I became a ring
Oh.
fit. I became a ring fit.
He became ring. What do
that.
you call it?
Man.
Raffy, what about you set Ring Fit as a streaming goal?
As a goal.
No, that could be something. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. After PC, definitely ring fit.
But yeah, that's the thing. Like, if ever I shed a few pounds or like 20 or 30 with this thing, then I'd break even and more. By-
you
by this
you're
Ring Fit
looking
purchase.
gizacked already.
No, it's not. Don't. I don't
see
believe
some
you.
Mass. I don't believe you.
Hey, maybe you can look for a second-hand market of the thing.
Yeah,
Maybe.
exactly. Yeah,
Might
there
be cheaper that way.
people who are
Even
selling it
cheaper. Ooh.
done with it.
Yeah, because people
Yeah,
give
yeah.
up their New Year's resolutions of exercise a lot. I'm sure there are a bunch
Yeah,
of
dude.
second-hand Ring Fits out
Or
there.
someone
Hell, dude,
became.
like-
Yes,
What if
go ahead.
what if
Ziggy.
I just make my
Yeah.
own ring?
Someone
fit?
became
like,
an absolute unit using the Ring Fit.
What if I
Brother,
do
I don't
a-
need this
a-
anymore.
What if I do a U.S. agent Frank Walker style and make my own ring
You
fit?
forge your own ring.
There's just footage of Raffy at a forge.
You'd still have to buy the game though.
How would you do that? That's also the thing. I don't understand the Ring Fit. Like, how did
It's-
they
On
even,
how it registers
like,
everything.
No, 'cause,
yeah,
like-
exactly.
Yeah, the ring itself is pretty impressive because there's some sensors in there that detect how
Yeah.
hard you're pushing.
Yeah, like
That's incredible.
In kinetic force.
Oh man, I never really thought
How
about
much
that.
force you're going to like insert
Yeah,
there.
because like at the very
Huh.
top of the resistance band, there's some interface that you connect your controller to, and
Uh-huh.
it seems to detect how hard you're pressing and pulling. Like,
It's probably some kind of NFC
incredible.
chip in there
yeah.
Probably.
that
Like,
feeds info.
like it probably detects
But,
like the
The amount of
the
pressure
overall
you
tension
do
in
this.
the band.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the PSI.
it's
Oh,
a
I remember
fascinating.
I never really thought
the
about that.
VTubers testing their strength on that.
Yeah, it's super
Canada
cool.
destroyed everyone.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
She was just hitting 100% on everything.
But yeah, aside from Ring Fit, the actual game that I want to talk about. Oh man, I think I've like how many minutes am I in this week's?
I'll just keep
But-
going. We're still doing pretty good on time, to be honest.
Okay,
Hail.
so the actual game that I want to talk about is a game that I found in the Super Nintendo and Nintendo library that is free
Yeah,
on the
free
on the
ones
Switch.
when you get
Because-
Nintendo Online.
I'm a Sega man. I'm a Sega boy. I own the Mega Drive. I never
Sick.
owned a Super NES. I own a family computer, but it's not mine, and it's just way before I kind of like games, right?
So you didn't own it.
I didn't own it.
It was the family computer.
The family owned it.
The
family
family
owned it, alright.
computer.
Yeah. So revisiting these games and discovering these games, especially the SNES library that they have on the Switch, is incredible. Like I haven't played Super Mario World. I haven't played the old Mario Kart games. I haven't played Yoshi's Island. I haven't played Kirby. Actually, Kirby is a lot of games in there, so I haven't played that much. But the number one game that I am so into right now is Donkey Kong Country.
Oh shit! Yeah,
It is
that's a good one.
incredible.
Okay.
It is incredible. This is Super NES's Crash Bandicoot.
Dude.
This
Like
is so good.
I played a lot of that visiting my cousins, like back in the day, because they had it, and I was like, "Oh, I'm a Genesis boy. I've never. What is this? Ooh, it's so good."
I am so into it. I don't. It's probably the game mechanics.
Is
like
it the OG?
as an SNES game that introduces you to swap characters and have like a secondary character to play as once you die. Well, I mean Mario has it, but this is different because it's real time.
You swap to a
Yeah, you
different
swap.
character.
Yeah, and it's just I don't know. Like I have a feeling of these, like the movement felt Crash Bandicoot to me. Like even like the aesthetic or the feel of it. So like it's giving big Crash energy vibes, and the mechanics, like you kill monsters by hopping on them or like cartwheeling on them, rolling on them. And then they even have levels that have special gimmicks, like there's an underwater level, but it's a fun underwater level. It's a fun underwater level. And then there's like a railroad. It's like a mining cart
Yeah,
level,
the
which
mine
is
cart.
Yeah,
so
the
good.
minecart ones.
It is, and they have these like bonus things that you do. Like you have to collect the words
Get the animals?
KONG,
Yeah.
KONG to get
KONG.
some extra stuff or something like that.
Ooh,
It's
the animals, the
it's
rhino.
really, the
The
animals.
rhino,
The-
riding the rhino.
the
The
frog.
swordfish.
The frog is something that I like the most because it gives you more jumping power. But oh man, it is such a complete game. I am so baffled that I missed this.
There's a reason
so
why it got a cartoon in the early 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong was
that
so
popular.
good. As
It's
in,
so good.
like, I would look forward to visiting my cousin's house just to play Donkey Kong Country.
That's
It's
how I
good.
played Donkey
It's-
Kong Country. I visited my cousin's house.
It's
It's
really
always
good.
the cousin's house that has Donkey Kong
That's
Country.
how I-
Never yours.
That's how I learned the word horde.
Really?
I
yeah,
can't
because there's
stop
the
playing it.
banana horde.
bananas?
Yeah, banana
Oh,
horde.
Banana
okay.
Horde. Oh.
Right.
But yeah, dude, I can't stop playing it. Like this is the most
Yeah,
played
dude.
game I have on the Switch
Is
right
this your
now.
interpreter?
Oh,
Yes.
It's no Donkey
for
Kong
the
Country.
SNES. For the SNES, this is my interpreter. Like I tried playing Kirby, and then this is different.
It's alright. It's alright.
This ain't no interpreter, but it's something. It's a gem. I would go back to it after I finished Donkey Kong, and then I tried playing Donkey Kong again, and then you know what? Let's try another game. Oh, what is this? Tennis? No, it's not an
Tennis.
interpreter.
It's not Donkey
Kong.
Kong.
It's
I'll
not
go play
Donkey
Donkey
Kong.
Kong again. Yeah, it's nice. It's really nice. I also love the art, the characters. Fucking like who's that surfer dude who owns the airways of
Funky
the
Kong?
island?
Funky
Funky Kong, like
Yeah.
Funky Kong.
Funky mode.
big
Yeah,
bra.
dude.
Funky Kong is so cool and also douchebaggy, but it's just
It's
hilarious.
It's
great.
absolutely great.
Dude, Funky Kong can't die to spikes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Like- like
I haven't
Funky
played
Kong is so
2
cool,
yet,
he
so
can't
I'm,
die.
I'm still in country, so
No,
I've
no,
yet to try.
it was the new ones, right? Where
Yeah.
they had the all new Funky mode.
Yeah, I think
And
Tropical
it's
Freeze.
Super Luigi, where he's invincible.
Oh Jesus! Wow.
He puts a surfboard under him when you step on spikes.
Yep. Yep.
Oh.
Funky Kong is just immune to spikes.
Funky Kong's
Yeah.
busted. Funky for Smash, please.
Oh God. Yeah, I would play Funky Kong. Funky Kong's my new favorite Donkey Kong, I guess. But yeah, Donkey Kong. It's great. I love it.
yeah,
Do you know
The
do you
Super
know the
Nintendo
old,
thing
what? Yeah.
in the Switch as a free thing has so many big hitters.
Yeah.
You got like your Nintendo All Stars all there. Like you
Yeah,
got
Super
Donkey Kong
Metroid.
Country, Super Metroid, Super Mario World, fucking Link to the Past.
Yeah.
It's all
Per-
the big hitters are there, right?
So yeah,
It's kind of nuts.
I'm really liking this bonus set of 100 games that you get to obtain even after just getting a Switch.
Just by subscribing,
yeah.
to the Nintendo Online.
Just
And they
getting a
keep
Switch
adding
and
games
getting it.
without telling you.
Yeah,
It's
nuts.
such a value, man. Fucking Donkey Kong is really good though, man. Do you know that like weird secret lore that the original monkey in the original Donkey Kong, you know, where you're climbing the ladders,
Is
avoiding the
the-
barrels?
Oh, yeah, it's the Grammy.
son of the baby.
the
Yeah,
Gramps,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's supposed to be Cranky Kong or something.
Cranky
Yeah.
Kong's the OG, yeah.
Cranky
Yeah.
Kong is the monkey from the old ass game.
Because you're Donkey
Right.
Kong Jr.
Yeah, you're playing Junior.
So the old man in the Donkey Kong games is the original monkey throwing barrels at you from the old
Yo.
games.
Yeah.
So how old is
Sick.
Mario?
Really old.
Uh,
There are
Very
2 to 3
old.
generations of Donkey Kong, and Mario's the same.
yeah.
Or maybe,
What the fuck?
or maybe because
Just a vampire.
ape years is different than, than human
Is 8 years faster? I don't know.
Probably. I
Eight
don't know
years
too.
faster
but-
than are 8 years faster than Italian years? That's the question.
Years. Italian years.
Dude,
It's,
only
it's all
one-
that pasta, dude.
Yeah.
it's all that pasta.
On the pizza.
The
There you
pizza
go.
pasta.
But yeah, oh man, Donkey Kong Country. I'm surprised that I'm liking it.
But dude, since you're on a Switch, have you experienced the life-changing thing that the Switch does to you, where you can take both Joy-Cons and lie down while playing?
Oh,
Yeah,
like-
but I don't do that too much because whenever I do that, I would just fall asleep. And
Oh, okay.
it doesn't appeal to me that as much as
switches
I
you
would.
off.
Maybe lying down is a bad example, but just think about how.
Oh yeah, just
with the
lounging
controller,
around.
you have this. Yeah. Just slouch on your chair with your arms
Yeah.
on your sides, and you're playing a full-on fucking Dark Souls or something.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
the big
dude, I'm
thing
kinda
is
miss my
like
Switch.
not having to have your hands in the controller position.
Yeah.
Because by having 2 Joy-Cons at your side, you can put your hands anywhere, man.
Yeah, I was just like dead on like this
Yeah.
while
just like
playing
that.
Monster Hunter Rise, and then
Dude,
I'm on my
pretty
lunch
much.
break. I'm on my
You're-
lunch break.
You're sitting
It's
down
great.
and the Joy-Con, you're in like an ape position where your knuckles are almost dragging on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Just like Donkey Kong.
Yes.
Oh man,
That's full immersion of Donkey Kong Country.
dude, the Switch has just devolved us further into just like melting into the couch.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
dude, you can
This
JoJo
is-
pose while you play a video game.
This is, yeah. I'm baffled why I didn't buy this earlier or be an earlier adopter. It's actually a good system. It's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
it's
dude.
just,
It just works as advertised too.
I
You put it in
Yeah.
the dock.
I lent
you put it,
I
play it
lent
on your own.
Migs 2 games earlier because he swung by
Ooh.
and
oh, I'm
Migs was
sorry.
asking
Yeah,
like
you
how
guys-
many. Migs was like, dude, I can borrow so many games from you, and I tell Migs, I don't have a lot of cartridges actually,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and now you see why.
Yep.
Because
The
Nintendo
online
just has a ton
store-
of free shit.
And it's
Just
just,
very
subscribe to
robust.
online.
it's like Steam too. You just buy it digitally.
Yeah,
It's more
Just
convenient.
Steam too.
And like the best
Somehow
part about
you-
the store is that you can just
Yeah.
switch regions whenever.
Yeah. Yeah.
right.
Also,
And
Miggy,
it's not super stingy about like which account you use for what. As long as it's on the Switch, you're like, okay, play the game.
It's the home system.
also Miggy, I'm sorry, I haven't checked the cartridges yet because I was busy playing Donkey Kong Country.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Oh, dude,
Those
I'm
Breath
excited.
of the Wild can wait.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
a big
excited.
Migoy's
game.
cartridges are like the net
Mhm.
or the inside man.
I'm not gonna talk much about Monster Hunter Rise because you guys have been talking about it for episodes already. But
And you did play World too, so you know
yeah,
the difference.
I know the
already
difference
from the old one.
I kind of miss World a bit, but at the same time, I'm appreciating all the changes or all the quality of life features that they have right here.
Rise good.
Like the new wire bug mechanics is good. It's really convenient and it's much more faster. So
Oh yeah.
it's
It's
insane.
vastly superior in many ways.
Yeah, and as
And
much as
how easy was it to just play a game online with that
Yeah.
compared to World?
Yeah. My only gripe, I guess this is just a me thing, but I kind of missed World's like hub music, like
Oh, yeah,
compared
yeah,
to
for
Rise.
sure.
Rise is like it has a mellow song that's on loop, and it gets pretty boring. Or it gets pretty like I don't know.
You get to change that. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
But yeah,
for
there's
sure.
something about World's soundtrack that hits harder.
Yeah,
I'd say.
it's more. I guess it's more grand, like because
Yeah.
it's not
For
just
sure.
focused on Japan or a Japanese setting. So they have that kind of freedom to kind of do stuff, do crazy
Right.
music
Also,
stuff.
the size of the hub world in World was, parang it puts you in that scenario. Unlike Rise's hub, where it's just a street.
Oh yeah, like it's a village.
So there's a different sense of immersion with it.
Yeah, like I appreciate it though.
I get those feelings too. Yeah.
I think my favorite part of the hub is for sure the buddy area, because I like the buddy area song the most. With the
Oh.
children choir thing, it reminds me of the Emile
Oh,
theme in
dude,
Your Automata.
the buddy area gets way more fun once you start training your buddies.
Mhm.
Because you notice the big Tetranodon
Oh, yeah.
like robot in the middle.
I saw that. Like I've been training 2 buddies already, and they were just there in the center trying to like
Yeah, they're
do
fighting
hyperbole.
it.
Monster.
Yeah.
It's so cute. And when they're
Yes.
finished training, they're just lying down on the floor breathing heavily.
Also like the Argosy thing, like when you send a buddy to a submarine expedition, then the most absurd thing that you can like request to him, like a scatter nut or an antidote leaf, and then when he goes back, like I've gone through oceans for this, and like it just
For
gave
this
me
scatter nut.
yeah, it just gave me the scatter nut. It's fun.
10 pieces of honey.
Yeah.
I've been through hell.
I've been through 20,000 leagues under the sea to get honey for you, master. But yeah, Monster Hunter Rise never loses its charm. It's really fun. Like it's a fun looking game. So that's it. I'm still trying to play it more, but you know, Donkey Kong Country comes first. So yeah, that's it. Those are weeks. The my trades.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're done.
Nice.
We're done, boys.
We're done in less than 3 hours too.
Nice.
All right, boys.
What a record.
To the final segment. Oh, Erd
Yeah.
transition. It's race time. Woo!
Wreck your
I'm
Good at
body.
this.
I'm going to
Alright.
go first. I'm going to go first. I can give a
Alright.
good rec. And
Go
I
get it.
actually
All right, Emile,
think
go take it.
and I actually think that my rec is something that's on everyone's minds as well. So like this will be sort of like a group rec for me because I think we're all in this together. So I am going to rec Trese on
Oh.
Netflix. Because the trailer for Filipino comic Trese has just released on Netflix and it will be releasing on June 11. And I think one of the reasons why I'm recommending this is because we want it to do well so more things like this happen. So if you're gonna watch Trese, make sure you catch it on the proper legal platforms and not on the sea, because we want to show the people up there, like the big boss people, that
Big true.
hey, this is cool and we care about this. So I'm super going to 100% recommend that you watch Trese when it comes out on June 11. It was pretty
On
cool.
Netflix.
Yes,
Specifically
on
on
Netflix.
Netflix. Yeah.
Specifically on Netflix. Watch it on Netflix. And it was pretty cool because when the trailer dropped, 3 versions of the trailer dropped. So there was the English dub, the Filipino dub, and the Japanese dub. And I'm super interested in actually watching all 3 dubs to see how they feel. So
Oh yeah.
so Trese, June 11, Netflix, I'm gonna wreck it. Watch it.
Very
Hell
nice.
yeah. Dun, 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 dun,
I
dun,
guess
dun,
I'll be the next one. I will recommend Startup that is available on Amazon Prime Video. So it is a thriller, crime thriller series. So it's fun. It's it does things.
It's fun.
Yeah,
It does
I've-
things. What
I've
a
already
ride.
explained it why it's good.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, you talked
um,
about it. The
but yeah,
Hobbit's in it,
yeah.
and he's
the Hobbit's-
evil.
He's evil. He's
Aha.
bad. He's bad. He's crazy.
That's actually a selling point for me.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
And it's really something. Like it's something to watch while you wait for other good stuff to come out, like Trese or
Oh.
like Loki or other Disney Plus offerings that will come out this June. June's gonna be a busy
A lot of
month.
stuff coming in June.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, do watch Startup, available on Prime Video, and if you still get a chance to catch it on Netflix before, then do it there also. But yeah, Prime Video,
Cool.
Startup,
Sick.
Marty Freeman, The Hobbit, Watson.
Sick.
Gonna
All
wreck it.
right. What
Gonna
about
wreck it.
you, Samurai X-Man, Raffy?
Dun, 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 dun. It has everything to do with Samurai X, my rec, and nothing to do with Samurai X.
Interpreter.
It's just sick grooves. Yeah, I recommend that you watch Interpreter. It's a very good show. It's a very good movie that you'll find will loop you into just watching it all over again. There's nothing quite like it. No, my recommend is, you know how when you're streaming and you want some background music and like you want to hit the lo-fi, but you're not really sure if the lo-fi is DMCA free or is it royalty free or what's the difference? Is there even a difference? Some would say no.
I'm
but-
not sure.
No one is sure. I have a surefire thing for you, which is right on Spotify itself. You can go search Grooves by Gamecaster, and it's a locally sourced, locally made bunch of albums
Sick.
from what's that? From XSplit, I think. They are related to XSplit.
Split Media
They're-
Labs. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Split Media Labs, yeah. So they got their blessing on it. They dubbed it. They took the streaming sword and
Knighted
tapped
them.
them twice on each shoulder.
I
and
dub you.
I dub you. Stream safe. There are a bunch of really cool albums, and they're all royalty free. They're all lo-fi hip hop. They're all really great songs, and you can tell that they're locally made because every now and again you'd hear, like in the background, you'd hear like tunsta, tunsta.
Sick.
No, you'll hear like Filipino words like Dina. It's great. I love it.
Cool.
Go check out Grooves by
Cool.
Gamecaster. It's
and-
a bunch
and-
of albums. So many albums. Go.
And Raffy,
I'm
just
gonna
to
wreck it.
add to that, since you are
Yeah,
a
sure.
streamer, man, I kind of want to
Hey.
add on to your recommend. If,
Sure, go.
if you're ever in need of video gamey music that is DMCA free and is completely copyright free and like it's free to use on everything, check
Yeah,
out ocremix.org.
You've been getting
Oh.
those recommends too, huh?
No,
okay.
actually,
just in general?
ocremix.org is was
Super
the
old.
website I used to use for the songs I would play at the end of my old podcast because they're all royalty free. So
They're all video
um,
game covers.
yeah, all video game covers, all royalty free. So
Oh.
check it out.
Remix
ocremix.org.
like super one of the OGs.
Yes,
of,
Those are
like,
one of the OG
MIDI
DMCA
covers.
free, royalty free, way free to use music sites, and they just have a huge amount of music. And you can even search by system, by game, by,
Search by game?
alphabetically.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fucking crazy. They're a great community, and they're all up for free music. So all of these covers are super duper free.
Sick.
Yeah,
Check it
free
out.
music. It's been in caged for so long. Free music.
Yes, free it like the Vieira
music
that's
have
coming
rights
out
too.
in Endwalker.
Yeah, Vieira Boys.
Yes,
ocremix.org.
from
I'm adding on to it.
Nice.
I think that the one Raffy recommended, I got as a sponsored ad a few times
For
like
real?
a month ago,
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
and I tried
Our
to
friend
use it,
from
but since
XSplit
I'm a freeloader in
Uh-huh.
in Spotify, I
Yeah.
get those ads.
All right.
More
The ads
ketchup.
will play.
And I'm like, yeah, there's this part. Like, it's cool, but more ketchup will the wind in your hair, engine, wind.
Hey,
We have the
Spotify.
worst Spotify ads.
A wind in your hair. Hey, also, Spotify is just $169 a month.
Nice.
Worth it for the ads. Sorry. 69.
We
Nice.
went there. Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just wish we got
That's it.
better
I'm gonna wreck
ads.
that.
Like when I went to the States, very good. When I went to the States, I got some US ads, fucking entertaining as hell. I
Really?
wanted to buy that washing machine. I don't know.
Whoa.
Convinced me. But yeah, good recs from the boys. All right, for me, I would
All right.
recommend a YouTube channel, Fairbairn Films.
Oh.
It's a group of like 2 to 3 Australians who do really short comedy sketches, about 2 minutes long. And there's just something about the deadpan delivery and the script that I just find hilarious. So it's not something I can justify by mimicking or explaining. It's something that you might have to check out yourself. We will link it in the Discord as well as in the episode description, so check it out. Fairbairn Films.
Fairbairn Films. Okay.
Yeah.
Is this like the
Gotcha.
Bernstein
So,
Bears?
that's it.
Sorry.
No,
Dumb
it's
joke.
it's spelled differently. It's like
Okay, good.
Fair Fair, then Bairn.
B-A-I-R-N.
I don't know if it's a word or not. Maybe it's Australian.
Fairbairn.
Fairbairn.
I'm sure it's
Fairbairn.
pronounced in a weird way too. Fairbairn.
Burn. Burn.
My legs don't work.
Legs don't
But yeah, I'm gonna recommend them. I find them really
Nice.
funny. A friend of mine recommended it to me, and then just fell in the rabbit hole.
Nice.
We'll rank it.
Nice.
I'm gonna check it
All
out.
right,
Oh, those are all
that's
the
been an
rights.
episode. That's been a trade.
Mhm.
I think that was good. What about you guys? Was that
I
good?
think that was a pretty good trade.
It's not an interpreter or not Army of the Dead, but
Somewhere in
pretty
between.
great.
Mhm.
Yeah. Pretty
Turn
good
your
trade,
brain
pretty
off.
good trade. Oh yeah. Where's the Dave Bautista of this one?
Oh, he's too fast. We can't catch. He's been here this whole time, unmoving.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah, as far as people I can't see, Dave Bautista's up there.
And while Raffy is going very far away from the microphone, Emile, where can people find more episodes of this Turn Your Brain Off junk food show?
You know, if you're already listening to this, you're probably already on one of the many platforms that you can access the Good Trades Brigade. But if you're listening to this in the car of a friend, for example, if you're hearing this on the subway and you don't know where to find us, you can probably find us on Spotify. Just search for Good Trades Brigade on Spotify and you'll find all our 86 and more episodes. And just go to really anywhere where podcasts live and go there. I mean, Migs, where else can you find podcasts?
Go watch Ted Lasso. We are also on Facebook. So just go to facebook.com/Good Trades Brigade. Ted Lasso is really good though. Twitter, we have a
Did it
Twitter
again.
at GT Brigade, stars Jason Sudeikis. And of course, we have YouTube, youtube.com/Good Trades. Wait, what is it? What is it?
Good Trades Brigade.
Brigade? Okay,
Good
there it
Trades
is.
Brigade.
Good Trades Brigade.
Yes.
So yeah, check out No
Yes.
Brand. It's really good. Like, it's not a brand. But
Wow, we're just throwing all the plugs.
anything
Alright.
you need
Oh,
is there, including Ted Lasso. Watch Ted
Message-
Lasso. Also, watch
Message, no
Nagano
brand.
Tapes. The Nagano Tapes is a really good hockey documentary and a really good.
Intro.
Just watch it.
Olympics.
Just watch the
watch
intro.
the intro.
Olympics.
Watch the intro of the
it's
Nagano
narrated
tapes.
by Gus from Breaking Bad, right?
Oh.
Really? By Gus Fring?
I think that it sounded like him.
Oh my
Holy
god,
shit.
that's
okay.
that's
Far
cool.
Cry 6 guy.
Yeah, you know what?
Star Wars
What-
guy. Moff Gideon.
You know what Gus Fring and Ted Lasso have in common? Watch Ted Lasso, by the way. But I'm just this bit
What
is
is
dead.
this bit? But hey Migs, like
Yo.
like if they would like to support the show, maybe where would these fine people who have watched Ted Lasso go?
First thing that I would tell them is to watch Ted Lasso again, and probably Interpreter for sure.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
interpreter
Second
of Ted
thing
Lasso.
is to go
Yeah,
log
yeah,
into patreon.com/Good Brigade. And, you know, if you want to support us, just to keep the lights on, keep the show going, and also support us with our loony projects, like an ongoing EDH show or stream or whatever on upcoming sets. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Ted Lasso. Get it.
Did you
yeah,
just say
get it?
Rudy?
So go and check out our Patreon page for a price of cup of coffee, and like the sheer enjoyment of watching a Ted Lasso episode. You can support us.
Yeah. And thank you to our already existing patrons who already keep the lights on, keep the show going, and I don't know, man, watch Ted Lasso.
Yep. Charlie, shout out to Charlie, Jern, Kevin. Wait, Kevin. Who's Kevin? Ted Lasso.
We should. We should
Hopefully
change.
in the future.
Mhm.
We should change for the price of a cup of coffee to the price of a spawn of mayhem. Or what else costs? What else costs $2.50?
I think the cost of that card has gone down, so maybe we should change things.
Shit.
Maybe change the card.
That's true.
A
For
price
the-
of a no-brand milk box of
there
cookies.
we go.
Mm.
Yeah,
There
yeah,
you
yeah.
go. It's actually expensive. But you know what?
Is it?
Hey,
It's
Why are
no
you-
brand.
yeah. I mean, it's good
You know,
enough.
Migs. You sent us that picture of a box of cookies, of no brand cookies,
Mhm.
but the pastries in the back, I actually bought that.
Oh yeah, we did.
Oh.
We bought a lot a while ago. That's why I'm
Is
I'm
that
chilling
why
right
you
now
went
for-
all the way to Galleria?
Just to buy no brand shit.
It only
No
it's the only mall that has no brand, like a no brand kiosk. So.
Dude,
That's
dude,
why
the,
you went to Galleria?
Dude, the
They were
Rustans
hunting
in
for
High
gold.
Street over here in BGC has no brand.
Oh yeah, as a stall,
As a stall, yeah.
Galleria has its
This one is
own
like-
thing.
It's a mini mart.
what?
Yeah.
Really?
It's half
Whoa.
of the Old Navy.
Yeah,
like,
it's half of the
store.
old.
They cut
Navy.
it. They split the Old Navy and took the second half.
Katapat lang yung
You go
Uniqlo.
inside it. Yeah.
How does the Old Navy feel about that?
Well, they're
Who
old,
cares,
so
dude?
they won't accept it anyway.
They still have jeans. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
How
We're
will they protect the
branded.
seas?
Oh, we don't care about you. We're no brand. That's what I've been going on through that.
We don't exist.
No
All brand right.
is a brand, god damn it.
Silly
Is it?
man.
Keep fighting this fight, Emile.
Yeah.
Silly man.
I'm gonna email them every day.
I hope you don't get it confused with that Canadian one.
Which one is that?
It sounds really similar to No Brand.
On brand. Is it
Some brand,
Something like that. yeah.
Out brand.
No such thing.
out brand,
Yeah.
Out brand.
Brand
Out
Zam.
brand. The leading brand of Outworld.
Ka-brand.
Oh god, they lost the tournament.
They lost
Oh,
the
God.
tournament. Out brand.
Okay.
brand.
Yeah, keep
Nether
it going,
brand.
boys.
Keep
Keep it
it going.
Keep it going.
Ambitious.
Watch Ted Lasso.
What's our other things? Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso.
Boys be ambitious.
Interpretation.
There
the
we go.
interpretation.
Check your corners.
Yeah. Boys
Watch
be
it,
Why
ambitious.
pay more?
Why pay
It's
more?
Good
Good
enough.
It's good,
Good
enough.
enough.
But it's
Bring
kind
back-
Ted
of
Lasso.
Bring back
No brand.
Unforgiven. Bad Blood.
No,
SummerSlam.
we don't want Undertaker
Way
again,
Out,
Raffy. Let's try not to bring Undertaker.
No Way
Raffy,
Out.
Raffy,
No
Taffy.
way out brand.
Taboo
Raffy.
Tuesday.
Raffy.
Mm.
Raffy, can I do the one I know?
Yeah,
Sacrifice.
That sacrifice. What about
Bash at the beach.
Cyber
I'm a genetic
Sunday?
freak.
Oh, dude, there's a good one. There's a freaking good one that happened in 2006. This December to Dismember.
I remember that shit.
I don't.
That's actually
I
good.
don't actually remember.
I was watching wrestling during that time.
And probably the stupidest one that's ever happened in recent memory. Great Balls of Fire. That was just
What?
2017.
Wait,
What the hell?
what month
Yup.
is that?
Yep.
That was recent?
Great Balls of Fire.
What occasion
What does
did they
that
tie
came
into
of?
it? Weird.
Nothing. There's no.
Was it a summer
there's-
thing?
I don't know.
I-
I don't understand. It was the one where Goldberg came out of the blue and
Oh fuck!
won out of the blue. Here it is.
Maybe
2017. Yeah.
maybe we aren't meant to understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only Vince McMahon understands.
Wait, aren't
And-
there zombies in wrestling now too?